is the best money transfer app in the market, with one of the best rates. It's also fast, reliable, convenient, and has no sending fee.
Wow, how do I sign up?
Just head over to your Google or Apple Play Store and type tap tap send.
Thanks.
Yankutuna sio nyamenono. Yanana sie wa maya tamfuate shoko. Hey, dia wane dia no. Wayama na yamenwanwa. Hey, wayama na timwae. Atamfuate shoko. Ghana for me the unbreakable joy is blessing. Oh, she HRETV. Kosuana she. Now be inshira unbreakable. Keep it locked.
Check the statistics. What from beaucoup d'État on my big six. We remove all the girls, logistics. You want here top speed, Olympics. Yo, what up, people? It's your boy Natalie, and I'm watching HRETV, man. Keep it locked. Badman operator.
Hello, guys. It's your girl Pamela Odame Watara, and I just want to recommend HRETV for you guys for all your latest interviews. Just stay tuned at HRETV. I love you guys.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching me live on HRETV. His Royal Majesty. Oh my goodness, I love the name of this TV. HRETV. Oh my goodness. Just catch us live on YouTube. Just go there, HRETV, and click subscribe, and then get updates on everything that they put there, and then watch them also live on Facebook. When you hear the name HRTV, you are talking about television that comes from the heart. Oh, HRTV. Oh, Makuma Tomi Mwati. Me that one say.
Good morning, children. A B C D E F G H R E H R E TV. Go and watch HRETV.
Ebushafo da mu nyina se esama makwaba biom eba HRTV so osom for HRPK sabre ye ba be share enadwumede ase na ya no ye de atu edwa misa so e kam obiom se na Father's Day kese pa na akoy Father's Day ne de na de aseda kese e matwedi ampo enche bia na ema no edi omude nti na so e Father's Day na ye mema no so no ye day eno no nti no Montpellier. Yeah. In Jumedi na eba bedi no, and that's a topic no, or say Ghana education system. Ghana education system. Anna, I'm robbery cases also our Ghana. And in the eba be discuss it. Say Mr. Ramu etwetwesi ya monfa encheme insuone toy into na my internet no. Edge no ho be na. O dwi ne ho pa as aso je ne ho be na. Onfa cheme. Me mamunya akwaba biom eba HRTV so in there you may and in there we adwumedie aye no mabedi ni ya to din say arise Ghana youth and that ye nsem na wonyina ye beka edisi ga na afede ya pen pomasi bre ye bia ya sorry so me chawo ka no makofa aboafo a ye ni omo mba bedi adwumede yi a kire na afede ya to adwumedi so no di kind Dr. Albert Ofori, and then the first Albert, first of all,
yeah.
I said, well, and then the first time over into the Yamaka by HRTV, said, one of the panelists for today, you know, but Brenaso and Kwanso so ever. So also now, Pastor Lems, also Asante, and I said, Pastor Lems for short. You are by HRTV, Pastor. What did you do?
Hey, what's up?
Nice one. Anna, Pastor Clifford. You are Kwaba, ever TV.
Nara me that's it. Me that's
Ah.
it.
Switzerland I will move on.
I had a boko yenti obianka.
And then I say, Busia Fon, what you share meeting, you know.
Uh,
Pastor Clifford, the senior, and Pastor Lim, my senior brother, and Dr. Albert, the main first senior, and I am my brother, Keke. First senior, and now, we are my senior brother.
And be a junior brother.
We are even brother. According you see me 1 year, be no, the hard to decide. We don't grab it as here.
1 year, they away.
Obi pe kaka ka din fie ho die ni enti na mi senior brother Dr. Albert for we chi alpha ebusia for mampom ti say
Nyamiado.
your host.
nice one we ho happy Father's Day mamu nyina happy Father's Day
Thank you. You too.
yeah train Dr. Marcus and Dr. Kwesi ana ejawusu no mo so aba abeka na djumedi no aye kama I na djumedi no aye kama to mo na atwa no yemfa am robbery cases ni nikan
All right.
yen sha say asofo ne so Pastor Lems
Metie.
bebre na cause am robbery cases o juro ho say then na waka fa
Yeah. Reho. Say trend that Ghana a move courses say ayayam shishie. Enti no oka ebewie ade ba koso. Ade be ne motivating crowd for more go into armed robbery.
Unemployment
Enya unemployment. Obi ka say unemployment enya no kure. America ha. America ha. Unemployment ni ha. Unemployment wa ha. Don't we have people almost criminal activities?
of course
Of course, unemployment no woman. But to me, no, just a little, also just a yibi keke. A system what Ghana encourages idea. Why am I saying this? The reason I'm saying this, no, and say, Chromo hey, say obi wasika, also on show off, or invest it. No, they boy, and yan dama na capre be or one, and no day, enipa. Ye wo enimi numbi, or the sani biara every and one of them, no, say a behunu so or non somebody significant. Enti sabio yan crofo bi obunye sika no objective na be show me can near no. E ma influence obi a oni bi no say miss me person me yes PK miss me person me yes Dr. Clifford me person me yes Pastor Lems because ya bet na ye show crofo say yes enti ye culture no somehow no say woni bi a unyo obi a meanwhile enipa ne nim kwanya me fast struggle ko school ko ye we medinya asade no besa se me betina ha me show off nti no ono so that way be I have a lot to talk about this but as doctors no was one nti no me the basic akra say anyone bebre who contributed to that unemployment no just at the kitwe bi but society no ya suban the way you praise obi or wasika no and I said the way you show off no psychologically no any cultural the could depend him say me so say miss me be a kwan be as me faso Jessica no me faso enya
okay
enti me the best ya be na panelists no be ka wan sana ma say ba mu biem na ma expand won ye bi ho
okay yenya ba ko sha William say happy Father's Day to you nyina
of course it have been slow
Pastor Lems wa woni pa ko sha Williams
I feel to say no my busy
Aye. Anna, I say, Pastor Lems, I greet you. Happy Father's Day. Say, and I say, good point, Pastor Lems. Pastor Clifford, Arabic cases. Pastor Clifford, me too.
I hope say there.
Ah, yeah, this is
Right, clever there.
Oh, me that's it. Eddie Kano, mami ma abijafo akwa Pastor Lems, many aje said na yeshia.
Aye.
Gidi say ye didn't come obi won fichire but na de yeshia ni mu ni animo.
Right.
De nyame ase.
Right.
Albert nso mechia. PK,
Senior.
I'm a happy Father's Day, but also the ma special happy Father's Day.
Aye. Aye.
Say there, say only a host ye nyina papa.
That's it.
In fact, armed robbery as me cause with the arrow. At least yenim se chrono de free tete. If the Bible mo kura ne se kenkan ehunu akwa bi anu free Jerusalem ko Samaria yakobo no kwa. Enti no ye ne sanye mane na tie but edru ba bi a e bad daylight is na ye ayehu na it means something is wrong. Nyankasa in my life no akromfo wi am impre no.
Kuse.
Akromfo wi awa ya papa.
Sir?
Hey. Sɛ kurɔfoɔ wia wo a ɛyɛ paa yie na yɛnyɛ deɛ ne deɛ sɛ nammerɛ na akorɔmfoɔ nketenkete no bia but sɛ obi kuta tuo paa na Ghana ɛnɛ awia katabrane wakɔtake obi abɔ ne tuo aku no ɛwɔ sɛ Ghana yɛ sɔre ɛwɔ sɛ yɛ sɔre because ɛnyɛ saa na ɔman no yɛtimu na yɛhu no kan ne anim sɛ Kwam Robert bao dem a yɛwia wo yɛsimia wo anoma ntiatia mu yɛasesa nneɛma na akɔ baabi but ɛnɛ deɛ aba daylight ɛkyerɛ sɛ something is missing in our society something is missing adeɛ ma korɔnobɔ no ɛkɔ soɔ something is missing there ɛna the fact sɛ korɔnobɔ no ankasa no aba daylight no it means that in Ghana our security system no something is missing. And then the fact is say esia ehwemu a yenya nipa no nche no prosecute no no kire say in our judicial system no so something is missing. At PK, I am very happy say and then what is our subject we about because a lot of things are missing in the Ghanaian society and we have to talk about all of them so that we find solution. I mean they say we program ye baswa and your criticisms near ye babaye but you criticize it constructively. Ni asan ahwɛ solutions ebetimi ade aboaye etinia ɛkɔ so no de arewo sɛ moti na nsen abrante bi a nesunkram se abrante papa panyimu ye nyina ɛbɛto ne ase ne nsɛm yɛ paawo mekura makɔ ne fie ama makotwa ne tiri ho pan ɔyɛ good waba holidays Ghana takurade ɔyɛ project bi okoyi sika ten yam Robert akoko no so panyina basiriwa waba kurom ase bɛ ɔmom di kan ba brochire bi late 80s wɔ abɛbɔ braa yɛ project wɔ Ghana aboa Ghana man aboa nkyirima Robert akoko no agye ne sika hwɛ that is a akwa they are killing our finest.
It's very sad.
It's very sad. And to the way you just overview, yeah, Konwano, I think say be can say me brave. Me that's
okay. I'm better for you.
Yeah. I said wait there. Me first of make I say Ghana no yeah security system no. More priorities. I don't know. More priorities.
I got to be about. My mama shout out because my mini pain. And now I see. Happy Father's Day can see pa go about. And now I say don't know your father and mother. On the Mother's Day crime is how we should crack out. Or your mother and father. You see, and just a single Father's Day, the Mother's Day anymore. But then I was quite every man. And I see. Happy Father's Day pa can see pa mom. It was your Mr. Abbas and share my mind. But that's pa. Not that better very younger.
Okay. Yeah, so let's see the American. We say your security system, no. That sector, make us some more priorities. A little bit off. Plus, make us say I think say according to say more of like this political way. Because it looks like say the resources now. Bit midi ayo mejuma na ye but then they decide where to put those resources no. If not recently, and coming said Ghana security system, especially the police service, no, it were very sophisticated cars and in your momodi juma. just this recently, this fixed the nation at the bar so and come over a holdy demonstration. Any who says, Sir Ghana, police service, ammo cars, tankers, machinery, as a year quack. But then, or more protected in Crawford, protected banks, and yeah, they don't even have bulletproof vests, don't even have helmets. So, Ojay who out to say, okay, there's resources new, but then they decide where they fit you or to do it, to put those resources. And this in America, I don't know if it's politically motivated, and as a politicians, no, they decide, okay, we in favor into no matter when you say, they be favor and on for resources. The first way America say priorities, nene, I think say. The almost feel say a web war no the general populace no more.
Okay. Hey, yeah, some more. Professor Question there. I say where the okay, this is here. Prof, we can say that's your travel. Or see your travel. All right. I saw for what you're telling there, and I'm some question. Pastor Lims there, Pastor Clifford. There was a statement that was made by the IGP. Said there is crime all over the place. About US, but Switzerland now, so for where where so decal. Oh, yeah, like I said, the only place there's no crime. Hey, heaven. Some of us do agree says the hardest truth, but it wasn't right for diplomacy. You have to. It was very insensitive to the family now. Or more be reviewed no. As of one say, yes, I think Pastor Lims.
May name the context or they can't say because no, you have to contextualize it. The was it incommodate? Was it out of frustration? I say whatever it is, but whatever it is, no, I don't think say original. You need to some mistake will be whatever it is, no, I think that diplomatically it's not right.
Yes, I agree.
Because so be free more when no mukasa. It does a better change and as a bank. So no matter how you be provoke one as a public figure, no, you watch your utterances no carefully. You become a political year. It might be a political theater. Now, we grab it to the Debbie when I can't say it. I think say a holiday. As I said, we name the context of the kind, but no matter what, no, because a public figure, right? But some dually on that statement, no swear. A fact to say, if I bonnie as a Christ at free heaven, Namia Dumna say, ye free ho. 80 if yes, baby, I could be no chrono on the medical state here. I would do some war. It is a bit of Ghana. And yet, dear, a young woman. The issue no a day in the bar said the engine I because can I also for clear for us we are no but never chrono getting but taking the life of a human being. Me free Europe called Ghana. Some years ago in the early 94. Tapes are cassette tapes are recordable. What baby I she maybe about to be fine. You can't but they're going and what picking in your hand. I don't know what, but the good news is that a gospel messages in general or the could be an acosacra.
Nansakane.
Well, maybe I made you. We saw some work. I can't say I can't so maybe whatever it is not bad. But the point I cannot any say. Say ocean from the spiritual angle. Meaning said you know be a in the sense of Christianity. So but also from that angle, no go to heaven a Christopher a Christopher be catch say to me be a juma we say when you people. The sad to me no I first any me juma na cause our problem. Because a Christopher a did this upon some will not come face to face in a human form. He works through systems. Security system, I be a porous. Some of us, Roma, we've had the privilege, yes, be about other religions, no other cults, no. So you're shadow from that angle, but who said, for me, be a dear see a winipemo. Any pay no. Papa General Bonnie, it to me be dear see, but I said, dear, to me, native bonnie a Dawson, a Banesadia, and then yes, dear no, who's idea will be at heaven. It's on that point when I agree. But in reality, no, it's not right to use that, make that comparison.
Okay.
The problem we have, no, and it's say, your system, no, and when we talk about system, we're talking about holistic system, your culture, your government system, your core system, security, no, and your mindset. Everything has been touched by Bonibi. I believe we say if we should go deep down, because only coming from the mental health field, if we go deep down, a statistic fear, a statistic fear.
How do you quantify that?
How do I clarify that?
Yes.
So what
are the contributing factors now in fear?
Okay. Also, program here very objective, no. Anybody be a close-minded. Obi wa Ghana, and also we are saying, wow, 10, who be saying, you never hear omo. Da be na Nyankopon to man na begu asase so. Onyame na hwe nipa. Onyame na hwe nipa no. Obo nipa no, o ma nipa de wonye. Yeah, so ya pick it, ya never pass off also. Some here we will say it as it is. A software to be a conscientize young microphone be a journey. Prosperity. Onyame be eti coming from a fear dear no. What one collect go one shawamo or nipa biara. The first instinct in every human being, you know. Yeah, why be a friend of a Maslow hierarchy of need?
Yes.
Or physical need, you know. It would be a baby because the papa did not be say obey no. It's naturally, you know, also survival. It can say it starts from the home. Na yantimi treaty of fear. Na pie ya bro no so. Na kokrom. Na afei aye entire into the panel. So to me rise through the case system crown not be a president or a minister. Foundation na edigu ya criminal foundation no. E when it trim it's the politicians na aye asofo nyina abokro no. Timaminya no bi so
asofo bokro no.
Obebre bokro no.
Use our symbol now. Okay.
David, Clifford to say, baby, to say. Yeah. It's in a Yamia by a school that cry. I just of you don't want a jay. So I see it. I make a once eventually.
Okay. Pastor Cliff.
Yes, I'll be here.
IGP commenting.
Pastor Lims, who judge and maybe we are cacao. Anyway, heaven. In fact, I say more. PK.
I haven't crowned on you.
What's a crime over baby and I have crown a chassis? And who can come Bible no. There are a lot of instances, baby. Never be a cause of heaven. I will read the Bible now. You pause to question what is happening because already know our preachers now my certain perception about heaven. So heaven, nyameti wo boni ni wo any ade. But the whole Job story ya. Bon something na man no kopie heaven and then compare there wo heaven dey senka bon sam ya kana sman ko mpie wo akopie nyame anim. Now here pam a wo ye person say wo bi na nyame so authority no na just never be because wo heaven munia ya na wo hwe ayi so a friend say Ahab the story emre bi no person okwa akon na in fact na kwan ne ntene nyankopon te soro sa o se hunhun bi nko dada na hunhun bi bai was make akoya atro na difuo enum all these things are going on in heaven and I hear the fall of Satan many ade akeka ti anem nya some holistic perception be about heaven and ti asma opanyin kan ne de said the pastor Lems kan wo fa no literally a accepted truth you can't deny it say heaven never be ekoso But the fact is, the problem with Ghanaians is, I am the Pastor Lims can say, you name contest. Me and Kasa say the name contest here, a man cancer. But I believe with all my heart, says something precipitated it. Now I say Ghana no, bibia ya politicize no. Ya politicize bibia. Say I'm robbery because ya instead say you be focus on the problem. Ni address ni find the solution. Yes, you are buying a buy na sa ni ma we nyina ekoso. Ni politicize no. Eti ebasa no ema opinion leaders a omo government mo no. Omo develop this defensive mechanism. Say instead say obe accept the fact no. Aka say wait there. Enye yenye hu bibi no. Opese oyana open situation no de nema bi bata na o save the face of the sitting government. Now me say because of some of these things no nema open kesi na no ko pa ye okoka asase we say. No kurem no ye panyini na asesemo aba ni ye kan ke ni kwase den epie. But I think that Ghanaian diplomacy normally near to say the abrofo or reaction to situations. We yenyan rusa, in fact, yenyan rusa. Yet that's what that a fear kasano a fear reaction to situations, you know. Because Sophie said Ghana is a religious nation. To a KBBC, people will understand and relate to it. But Mabruna Bano, a bima drenon said I yet traditional to say PK, no dear, and you could to a Santingomano. You are Santingomano Kurumunu Bida. So what I say. Omar Drenon has been shaped by these Western education, Western, way of addressing issues. No, it's your opinion, the young fan said, no, Akopa. Secondly, the word Ghana, yes, it's facts, I say. Now you interpret fact, no, and you see a problem. What's the fact in the Obianim say I'm robbery cost. But how I base your interpreting no? Na ama obi biara omo owo man mu ate ase say Ghana ye problem ni o na seni na dia ba na seni ahwe kwakowie na police for seni wose ye no. You need that culture no. Obiara person prove so ye hero. So for journalists ban so addressing problem no o person o kire so we hero. Uko fa obi wa ban mu so me addressing o person o prove no say me na be kasama MPP. People are listening to me. Me am here tough. It's maybe a fact, no, ye nyan interpretation ye. And not in a my yes, near dinner, a dasukosu or my Ghana. Simply because we don't know how to interpret facts to our people. And way so another problem okay. And opening the in fact, as someone any say a pay free, but Mama yen for to be brave because we say contest ye man casa no bia sebe predia sound said yana asantifongo manekan se ubisa nkwasi question etoda ya na wunya nkwasi answer entino ye said him contest na kofa buy no but minim said definitely the man was provoked beyond his control. Yeah,
so that means he's not fit for the position then.
I beg to differ. Say he's not fit for his position because of one statement or make here. Actually, like I said, put it in the context. We had the Clifford Ekaya. When you are provoked, not one, two, boy, obey a dear, they go anymore. That one instant. So, young compare the past achievement as compared to that one single statement. I don't know about they evaluating the even President Sabita Franche, when your politics, your former president, President Mama, one can say Ghanaians have short memory. Does it mean that Onye qualified to be the president? Under what contest no they can't serve? Or I guess all you're joining for. Let's be realistic here. When I'm provoked above a certain level, my reaction, and it's the apology. I come back and then apologize for making that statement. It has nothing to do with my competence, my expertise in that area. Now, Mayor okay. He is not qualified. What the any part in the bar or better qualified the Jesus Christ? I mean, from a perspective.
And that is how they are say you need heaven because heaven can't cry money.
Somehow, if you sound like
okay, yeah, God, Dr. Ahmed, yeah, well, 5 minutes now you move it to education topic also. Into the show, my submission on that and also final words on Robbery case in there, of course, especially the submission on the police, the IGP statement, and also final word on the crime there, of course. Now,
Right.
if you're going to say happy Father's Day, fathers now, any import more important. Professor Question, happy Father's Day, so come out. Also, why joining? Gadiel Aka, happy Father's Day, Paso Kawa, and assassin Dr. Bakus, ne Father's Day, happy Father's Day, come on.
Yeah, so on that comment, like everybody else is saying, it name the context a man cancer, so I cannot really say much about it just because I mean name the full statement a mass way in the bar out, but on the whole, now with the crime cases, anyway, and I would say, they just have to go back to the drawing board, see maybe holes in the wall, and then like whatever thing they can do to stop. Because for all you know, from other sources anyway, and it looks like say police for Nibikra are part of this criminal things. So I think they need to go back to the drawing board, especially with recruiting. Say you'll be better police force Nima background, this money all has to come in play, look into all of those things. Since they have to go back to the drawing board from scratch, from recruiting, training, posting, almost money, have to look into it because it looks like it's a big way that they need to go back and then see maybe a host in order to fix it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I've got in that topic, so in that topic, I think say education. Into your way in there. Kick up on say he didn't read the Bible. Be heavyweight fight pie for there. Where Michael they give Lucifer dead, kick him out of heaven. If security know the function for heaven, I feel like Satan go rob God simple crack. Kick up was that. I'm before born in chow. Not Satan long as I was ever born in chow. Moment in that topic, so education. Let's start off by talking about the state of Ghana education system. You talk about the state of Ghana education system. As you for comments and questions, the questions I need your questions. With that being said, no, Mr. Swaka said, Mr. No Abomodia, no share, Amame, Mr. Nimdia was some near canon, addition was some near canon. Maybe I know I will be enjoyed, but we'll bush and be enjoy Ghana. It took a carrot be 2 minutes, no. A paper qua, and I said, some quack, you'll be able to be able to. Nti beko kodu abubo bi anu a sa abubo na bedu anu no asupa betie na the future changes the beba. Yes, starting fee Pastor Clifford so if yeah me shout out the Professor Kwesi beba last and there's a reason why I made the beba last. It just starting fee Pastor Clifford so Ghana education system.
Minya PK about Ghana education system. Mejidi say any wahano ye mudu do no if not all of us ye nya emu experience kakra sinisiti and advantage I say nyane say ya benya education so outside Ghana enti eno boye ma ye comparison ni ye e ma yetimi way how education e nya no Ghana no isitie anyhow abrofo no so die isitie last week in Yeshas yes specifically no we focused on the language of instruction and here can be said si yɛde yɛn indigenous languages ɛrekyerɛ mmɔfra no adeɛ I think say improvement bebree ɛbɛba ama nteaseɛ yɛ adwuma ama students abɛyɛ asset to the nation, not just only for themselves and for their parents. Sɛ mekɔ sukuu no makɔnya sika na mabɛhwɛ me maame ne me papa no maware ne me mma no matɔ kaa na mesere no daabi. Na sesei no ɔn sɛ educational system no a yɛwurane no nyinaa no ɛyɛ deɛ kane na yɛ British system no ɛna ɛsɛ de America na yi kakra den aba bɛfrɛfrɛ mu. Me personally, my only problem with the Ghanaian education, our educational system, and it's say we've not been able to contextualize it enough. A woman say cultural elements kakra bi woman, but and also those cultural elements na say who create junior high school pe na yira. A free high school koni nyina gise bia wahyɛ da course specializing within a specific course be and some of those cultural elements I say wakoye twi and I say bia wakoye whatever social studies no ne manema and sana kakra bem but e was a bibi biara ye kyerɛ mofre bia it should be relevant enough to the problems that the Ghanaians are going through. Sadina idea she trimu say uko school from P1, P2, P3, P6, wako and the grades near the annual year school, we are now no. I think say we need to remove that kind of colonial mentality no in free. Last as a panelist no bako say educational system of British for the buy. It was for the Ghanaian to be educated to serve the interests of the British. Now, sad one say to come and serve the interests of the government, but not the interest of the society. Etimi atitimi we amwase ameba me free we amwase no me so na me nyini nyina. I saw a lot of problems. Oh, we amwase. A lot of problems. Got a more tintim bola ayasha aji about
I don't know education problem on
10 plots of land in any other. All those things are problems. But me go school no me yen obi amfa shema dwene mu say there is a problem in your hometown. I also koye course way. Now what me about solve? Nobody told me that. Obi amfa shema dwene mu. And because young fans say ya dream no enu Ghana problems ni nyina we are waiting for government. So this ikabeba no ababeye. Enti obi timi kogina ball ho woni krom no atwa photo. No dey akire Ghana nyina was look at Ghana see sitie. Na wan kasa wugina ho na ka mobilize amanfo say ade ye krom ball mu yenkotu ni enhye na na say yenkotu tu amna won fikyire baabi. Na yenhya se fa ball anu mu a PK senka no so yewu. But those entities no yanye den yamfa asi yetri no. And our educational system no lacks some kind of practicals be contest be any society no aye like north and south. And nipa ni we school a me kopa dwuma aye. There is no there is no industry within our mindset ne say manya be on the tips of my fingers na me de ba beboa. And adema kwa reho ne say those people no omutimi di omonsa eye bibi technically no ya na omano se ebu omanimtia wo de hwese wako university akoye engineering no abase we engineer ntino wote suame e na wo repa amanfo bebu animtia. That is the Ghanaian mentality. Amanfo na wo bi wako university we okotena suame fitting a shop say. That is the mindset. But Kromas here by because me ba Kroma foforo. Ma ba me be padwuma naja. Matimi ato am school so na me call agency bi wo say me be padwuma say bia restaurant kura na betimi wash dishes mu ni ade at least 2 hours bi betimi aboa me bisa me say me certificate we I'm so oh e Ghana de yete no sorry anopa na otwitwiri ami o wa ohoro niema mu ntino we grew up with these things also David you need a certificate me say wow look at all these things but Ghana who catch will be say Ome boa wo fie nwuma mu na ofa ne certificate mra amanfo besre wo catch be on besre what is the meaning of this because your structure educational system in such a way say who we school there is a certain expectation of you so kotena office where you adwuma oje bosom yaketua na nipa bebrebe ya educational system ya tete omo abeduru samre no. How can we not pile up unemployment in the country? Because you're functioning padre. And the whole of the education, I mean, say be a professor Kwe or no, he is more into education, into the modalities, the dynamics, some of the technical aspects na abrain. But this is just a general perception from my part. So the Ghanaian education, it lacks some kind of experimental intelligence. Would be practical? It is missing, and we need to revisit that. Thank you.
So, whilst we're thinking about revisiting that, let's think about how to fix the problem too. Now that we have the pointing out the obvious, let's also think about because that will be our second part and the solution. Pastor Lems. Mr.
Okay.
GRAMEP, Grand Map, or say Ghana education is not directed to solve societal problems. What then type of education should be in Ghana? That's a good and deep question. Pastor Lems Younger.
Good question to study it for the Clifford kind. Before Sabro for Ghana, last week, be a mayor, a little bit of redundancy here, be a mechanic last week. I brought for no beba over Ghana, not saying the near city. Also, the whole essence of education, and it's say entity, bang. So, yeah, the tea permanent free to be a enyemu. I got to be a yebo. And before Sabra for nobody, the son and near city tea, only entity to say. And ya then I brought for no identity for buyers, so we can't kind to serve them. Education piano is supposed to meet a need. So the Bob Marley kind every need has an ego to feed. Education piano is to meet a certain need. System of the mind from Titino, it was to meet so your masters. You're being interpreting your mama. Say you're independent. What is the need of your country? It's a whole say educational system must look at. We are a global village. And until say you need now Ghana no. Any we are the pa and I say it's near woman. A crime be debate me structure you need no man I fit we are the na sound fit me kuromu konongo. And there it just support Dr. Clifford Kayano. Yet, Titi and some of your school make a peduma one cry. I buy mammy a juman. I buy the medjuma. I buy no at the end of creating the environment. No school now call you. What at me and your name, David, not be a breed, dear boy or mine. Your problem, Bagopano, we dwell so much on what the government can do or what. Yeah, the government be a my and yet, dear Yakusia Bay. It's number one, make me feel say I'm not expecting education, my friend Chavis a floata, Mamboame, made a mental health number. Number one, we need to change our mindset. Say, a buying Ebamami a Juma, me school, I was a Bamami a Jumano, I was here shipped free. Now, I also say we've become we are more of the technology area. Me who I be on Kwalebi, I hear Ghanaians could be really creative. ATM focus more on the practical aspect of education. Not the liberal arts, no. Here the Batanko from Kakra, because liberal arts can no more and no because school history and for so ben also. Not government, the government I say bemono. The necessary accoutrements, the equipment, no. Yamwa. 3. The proliferation of private schools, no, may fall say government if you say ya chonko schools they don't have the accreditation. Maybe I know what is a gum to be maybe a university, Abama me juma. But you don't have the aspect. Why not at the papa be and share school more? School on what in school fees, what in the CKD. But because maybe a university, Abama me juma. My solution, number 1. As I say, a say, you know, a practical need, you know. Education must focus on what can we produce practically for the benefit of the people. And then the liberal arts, you know, should focus on how to change the mindset. Yama system, you know, and yeduma. Yayanisa, a beer or mine bet me as last one, the medical ways say, me kai me ba now, Saturday now, best 4 or 5 years. I call Chicago near Michigan. And now, Joe. I dare say, do the boss don't so the no. Assume, or be and me pack a car on you. So I can't demand them. Was it that? Are you crazy? No, so why I was it? You want me to be here? No, it's illegal. I call 4 or 5 years, all starting, not our preschool. One said the educational system, no one, no man who said, Sa dear now, I am a boomerang. It's 1 year. Say, yes, here. Our education say a reform. I changing mindset, you know. I'm a colonna who the liberal art on legal issues a more. Probably no. Only school no. Sabai put the before Uncle Yesica, the boy education sector. Now you focus more on the practical aspect of our education. You will be seen to be a twice and on.
Dr. Alberto Fori, free bid asset, a free educational coach. Now, or 1 year or yes, so home. Into wow, here they be so contacting now on site Ebecano, 513-641-8704. Into no, and then, or be my free coach in the one say. You know, but a free coach now, you been here, Ghana for the Bayan and the uncle, yet you.
All right, Paul, that's it. So first of all, before I touch on this way, per se, you're looking at the foundation of Ghana, your educational way. Say you started school from KG, nursery near there. Instead, say you be empower Nkwalano from growing up. Yeah, there's some sort of fear, and some intimidation be nkwalaa nim. Who said nkwalaa bia with different learning capabilities. Obia ne the rate at which obetimi absorb adeɛ ɛma adeɛ quality. Na yakɔ class 1 na yes ye be mental teacher ne ba watwe aba tenten aba different tenten de aba. Nkwalaa no so no obia from different homes, obia with different learning capabilities. Obi wɔ hɔ no ma genetics baby, ebu ohonuma ni papa ni madie power pass it down to him. Ewiase obi de bia meka se adiwe, ewiase obi ambon ye. Obi awo the rate at which obetimi absorb ade and obedi odibe hu ade. Ade akwala ba ko baby based off on genetics way bi I pass it down to him. But the 5 minutes ebi hu ade. That same thing no akwala ba ko the 30 minutes ni be hu no nche se akwala na bon. We are not giving Nkwalaa the more enough time and asset time omo be hia de ehu ade corona na yewe no. Na teacher na ba ye mental say 1 + 1. The fact that Akwalaa ba ko de 2 seconds say who say 1 + 1 ye 2 no. Just so no nimade. Akwalaa ba ko no ehia bi a 30 minutes e de hu say okay we ye 1 we ye another one ye the bomb be ye 2 no. Onya sa 30 minutes nimfe ehun say okay this and this ever together na be ye two nti no ya twe ababo no say wabon ye de aba na bonitim there no we say from nkwakola bia no so kra no actually human way na kasa no from age birth to about 26 no your brain is still developing. It is
wow.
6 years, me 7 years, me 8 years. Not all the time, no can say, oh, no, wabon. My brain is still developing. Meanwhile, no, me actually nyankopon dia ma say, wo bibia no, you need this number of time. And they didn't want the crowd. But we are not giving the kids that time. Tina no 50 class 1. Oh, media mabon. 1 + 1 meaning. Simply because onya that enough time no, to know say okay this 1 + 1 no you say now the muana from class 1 anyway so now I quite say rush hour we just pushing them class 2 class 3 yen do a certain level be who say okay yen evaluating who say okay akola we ne strength wa ha ni weakness wa ha ni weakness no the ebetime dia ye a strengthen na man build upon ekrom ha your national way be a year from first grade to about third grade. Omoye general and then dia obi be tro be who say okay we can say who is the president of them there. Yes, share akole reading way. No way reading near who say okay this is how you understand it. This is your reading capabilities. Near who say okay or reading level I will say or writing level I will say. It's yes, udru ebia 3rd grade, 4th grade. Now yes, I exam. Ni who's okay. Wo fall within this percentile. Ni who's okay. These are the stuff, other stuff you bet me ye. Ama wo drew sa percentile na you hear no. But then Ghana no, from class 1, you just push them to GSS 3 as you control BC. So. Eti aklani betra akwakojo GSS 3 akocho BC BC ni say English, Maths, Science, Agric, Social Studies then obekwa akocho ni say when you aggregate 27 into ABA school be a war wherever and then also year before that you say select a course obeye. Meanwhile at the time no crowd no unche akola no say course no so obey no ko choose general arts e ko choose visual arts, business, science near there. That is it. Uko ra SS ni muna sefia. Uko choose general arts. You don't know anything about general arts and see I'm going to choose general arts. General arts. Uko general arts na so SS now we have to be aggregate where you cannot go into the university. And I say even technical school and I say BBA and then that's it. So, in my opinion, if we're able to structure things from class 1 up until JSS and even into the senior secondary schools now, you're picking specific courses for students to do. Now, I think that thing should be abolished. Because senior secondary school, no, that means say be a colleague from growing up, no person you're doctor. That's it. When ya sa we na be boa na mana learning the skills ni we ye no do JSS or BC na we ntwa ye no we nya good school anko yes science that kid's dream of becoming a doctor a cop because Ghana say one yes science and not even a doctor po one yes science any technical thing being a doctor, being an engineer, anything with the sciences, no. One year science, that's it. You cannot get into that field.
So that means to be a doctor is controlled.
Exactly. Ghana Nankasano to be, I think said the only
or you're a Greek or high school in the surgeon in America. And a very good surgeon too.
Exactly.
Or a doctor and
exactly.
So how much more to become a surgeon?
Exactly. And the only thing I'm noticing what Ghana they say, I think that the only professional you can easily branch into the financial, the business way, because we a lot of you may be near there, be a normal arts, school near there, and then they're all in the banking sector. And it looks like that is the only field that you can easily branch in Ghana to go in. Look at the educational system here. In high school, the kids are not forced to take a particular course. Say science is anyway now we interest. Well, you take more science classes. Any idea? When you enter college, no one say okay, be a no crowd. We enter college, maybe a person called medicine and also called engineering and also we are. Then you choose what take classes now lead you towards that angle. Until at the end of the day, maybe crowd that is initially this is where you're interested was in. Or take some of the classes maybe or get into the field now a small practical tool. Who drew one say interest work. You can easily divert into another field. To be fancy will be per se or yet medicine. Now or start say from high school or start here for college or start here pre-med. No taking 1 or 2 classes be a year extracurricular activity. No say I don't think medicine is for me. He can easily branch into another field that what that way and not necessarily become a doctor. A research medicine, be a other thing, be pharmacy, that kind of things. Obit easily branch. But Ghana, you cannot. It's either you fail and drop out and then become useless, and that's all. And then a bear end up they spoon feed you. You don't do any practical thing. They spoon feed you out also be and no be not. About okita qualification. No. You put the person on the field to do where they don't know what they're doing.
All right, yeah, that's it. I think you've my point in the so Dr. Question they need any Syria. Now I feel the answer questions, names, suggestions. The ones Grammar, any DJ nice. There's some serious suggestions, be so the questions be so air to ya. Into the member Dr. Question and we are not fit the moon read the comments now about the questions. Now the moon started and tackle that for me, Dr. Question. One bomb design.
Maybe you have a call, big man.
Nice one. A little bit about Dr. Question. Dr. Question is the founder of Grange Brains College, Ghana. It is no. Yet to be bondechi goes in school of Ghana. I was also a professor. We are teaching ni now was go to school of Ghana. No. Now my education system then course no. Dr. Question then you can.
Well, that's a good question. I don't think so. I mean, I was so first of all, I can say Happy Father's Day to everyone here and also those watching. I think some used to interchangeably English and Chica. Well, I mean, the college, the Great Brains College is a newly accredited college, right? So we haven't been in business for even 1 year or 2 years or 60 years like other universities or more Ghana. So that's yeah. And the other kind of said, I seem na munina more kind of the dark Ofori kind the dark I always trying to get the name Pastor Limps and the other pastor
Clifford.
Dr. Clifford. Munja pastor no a doctor. I won't come one money dean so. So the person me kind of said, I think that we need to draw back a little bit and let's analyze the whole Ghana education system. I think that was his DBY. Okay. And me said, yeah, my trust on those be out. I just want us to go over a little bit.
Let's do it.
So it's the Ghana education system now. The Ghana education system was first introduced, right? As we all know, by Christian missionary schools and the colonial government, which is the British government, right? And then once the British government took over, and then Ghana gained the independence, the European style education was greatly expanded by the new Ghana government, right? After achieving Independence Day. So what happened was instead of saying nah, almost the same. They also expanded the European style, thinking said that would be the custom-made or the customary style of education for all of Ghana, right? And I think that we need to know said that was the big first mistake there. Now moving on, When we say Ghana education has achieved many milestones, right? And we're not going to say, or my opinion, or yeah, the Bonia Nasiwe. He has also contributed, right? But when it comes to the mindset of our people, when it comes to the mindset of the leaders, I strongly believe that people who are put into place in the Ghana education system, and I say Omo Mulidi Ghana, don't really understand what education is about. And the reason why I say they don't really understand what Ghana education is about, and it's not like say these people are dumb or stupid or anything like that. They are highly educated, and most of them were educated in the UK and the US. But it seems like they don't get the fundamental principles of what make education works, right? And let's go back to what the Ghana education system is. Let's go back to the basic level. So, see, I can't say basic education in Ghana. It basically before 1974, right? The system was structured into 6 years of elementary school and then 4 years of secondary education. Now, those people are called the select few students, right? Then they advanced to the UK-based advanced level, which is called the A level, right? And then I'm called A level now. A level was basically the university preparatory curriculum before enrolling in a college. And we had after the senior high school, and they had A level. Or no kwa and sana ultimate sure now pass here, which me Remarkable College. Until back then, so we college no we are it held a higher respect, right? Because the level even to go through was very, very difficult, right? And it's not like I said many people weren't smart. It's just that the system was designed not to make them move further in the education, right? And to see and at the present, so Ghana education system, it seems like a bind be or not because I want to plan or some. We know say Kofo Bios, changes by JJ by changes by Kofo Bios will change Atanos Bios will changes by. And right now, no, as it stands at the present moment, no, the education system is divided into 6 years of elementary education and 3 years of junior secondary education, right? Followed by 3 years of senior secondary education, standard 4 years of university education. So the education system right now is 6 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4, right? That's currently the reality of the Ghana education system now. Now, let's move on to some statistics that mature down about the Ghana education system, just to give us a picture of what we are talking about. So the education system, as we know it now, our GDP, the nation itself, the Ghana nation itself, the GDP has dropped on education. And I don't know why. And I don't know why the leaders are not spending much on education. So this is what the statistics are showing. In 2011, Ghana spent 8% of the nation's GDP on education. But in 2017, Ghana only spent 4.5% of the nation's GDP on education. So right there and there, it's cut in half. So we know there's a big problem. There is already a problem, and now there's a big, major problem, right? Now, the country's youth literacy rate now instantly jumped from 71% in 2000, the year 2000, to 86% in the year 2010, which is good, right? That means Ghana made some improvement. Now, if you want to compare Ghana to Nigeria, because Ghana is considered like a medium-sized country compared to Nigeria. Nigeria is a bigger economy and bigger population, right? But if you want to compare it now, you have more than 84% of children participating in elementary education in 2017. You have 84% of Ghanaians, children, right, participating in elementary education in 2017. So which brought the gross enrollment in education. We have something called the gross enrollment rate, which is called the GER, right? In secondary education increased from 57% in 2012. Listen very carefully. The gross enrollment rate in secondary education in Ghana increased from 57% in 2012 to 73% in 2017. So if we want to use this data now, we want to compare it with the 42% in Nigeria, and then the 45.5% in Pakistan, and then 65% in Jordan, right? So if you take the whole nation of Nigeria, they are what, maybe over 200 million, right? And Ghana is what, maybe 38 or 30 something. So for our gross enrollment rates, that means that Ghanaian students, almost go school more than the Nigerians at the secondary level.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that's what it means. Because it jumped from 57% in 2012 to 73% in 2017. Compared with Nigeria's bigger economy, bigger people, bigger population, with only 42% in Nigeria. And then even more than Pakistan. Pakistan have a population of what? You know what? And they only had 45.5%. And even in Jordan, Ghana's gross enrollment rate in the secondary education level is even higher than the nation of Jordan. Now let's move further. We all know Ghana economy is growing. I mean, if you want to compare it, I think the fastest economy growing in Africa is Ethiopia, and I think after Ethiopia is Ghana, right? So now the World Bank estimated in 2017 said Ghana, our population went from 14.2 million people in 1989 to 28.8 million in 2017. Okay. Now, at 2.5%, the present population growth is far above many of the global average, right? Mm-hmm. So the country, on average, every year, Ghana gains about 700,000 to 800,000 people each year. Mm-hmm. And it's like a trend that even the economists and the researchers in Ghana has termed it very alarming, given the recent issues that are going on in Ghana. Now, say Oba other Ghana, I know a lot of Ghanaian, a lot of people don't even know how many languages are spoken in Ghana. We do have, they would say, oh, it's a lot. We have around 50 indigenous languages, okay? Mm-hmm. And the widespread is the Akan language, all right? Now, English is the lingua franca.
I know it said it was 39 registered.
Yeah, it's 39, but now it's around 50 because the indigenous languages. It's more languages in Ghana than what the literature actually shows us.
Right.
Because Ghana, if you want to look at, Ghana is a very, very ancient people, so there are many languages. It hasn't even been discovered yet, actually. So we all know that the English language is the lingua franca and the official spoken language in Ghana, right? Even in the education system. And now English is spoken by at least half of the population, right? Now, say half of the population is speaking English, right? Given how can a democracy, a new nation, which is Ghana, which is 60 years old or 65 or whatever, how can a new democracy move on? Or how can its people that are educated by that system really know what education is about? Okay, that's a question that I want us to but I met twice, so then we will come back to that one.
Okay.
On the upside down, we have nearly 39% Munti Wipaye, opinion for William Strema Munti Wipaye. Of all the populations in Ghana in 2016, which was about 5 years ago or 4 years ago or something like that, it was estimated that 39% of the population were under the age of 15. 39% of the population are under the age of 15. Okay, so Ghana has a big problem. If we don't solve the education crisis now, we have maybe over 39% of people that will have no opportunities by the time they are 20 and above. Okay, because the population now, when it was estimated in 2016, is that 39% of the population in Ghana right now, among the 28 million or the 30 million or whatever, are under the age of 15. Okay, now your mind penny asset. Nana Akufo-Addo Dankwa. Me money cheap or your mind penny. You know, it's not easy to be in political positions. But your idea will introduce you to free SHS. A boy parents need to be brave. Emma schools, especially in Kolano Echo School. So before then, no, as we all know, no, President Akufo-Addo has set a good example for even the other Western African countries like Sierra Leone. Okay, now before then, no, because they all copying Ghana, what Ghana is doing at the moment. So before what President Akufo-Addo did, now Oman free SHS now. We saw that many people in Ghana, especially the students, weren't successful transitioning from the junior secondary to senior secondary. Right? We had about 100,000 people that weren't successful in previous years. And that one can be due to money, family issues, the family dynamics, and societal dynamics, right? Now, said Ghana's GDP grew by 8.5% and about 6.2% in 2017. 2017, which is when Akufo-Addo took office, right? And 2018. So 2017, our GDP was 8.5%, and then it dropped to 6.2% in 2018. Okay, but our growth continued well by another 6% in 2019. So we were like within that range, 6.2 and 6% in 2019. Now, for the entire make sense, I said, I just want us to paint a bigger picture of what the Ghana education system really is and the opportunity that are not given because the opportunities are not there, right? So that we can go into the discussion. Now, if you have part of the population that only earns, on average, $8.44, it's considered Ghana is a middle class country, right? Well, technically a middle class country.
It is.
Yeah, and you have the average, right, composed of individuals with a daily income. Daily income per day is about $8.44. $8.44. That's how much one person in Ghana earns in a whole day. Okay, and making so these people are holding MBAs, PhDs, and maybe even higher degrees.
Can we do the math here so that we can be more pragmatic? We do the math here over here. So let's say $8 every day.
$8.44.
Okay. $8, 8.44 times. Yeah, 5.6.
Yeah, 5.6. Yeah.
That is 47 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
Every day. So times 30, you're saying. That is 1,400 Ghana cedis.
Yeah. So,
I thought say the average person makes about 750 Ghana cedis a day.
Nah, brother. I don't know what statistics is showing that, but you know,
more than that.
No, I mean we are. It's not even.
No. What I'm saying is, I thought the average person makes about 750 Ghana cedis
per day. Are you saying per day or per month?
No, a month.
Per month.
But based on the math that we did, and it's like 1,400 though.
No, you're doing it in dollars.
No.
No, but PK, remember, say you did it by 30. They don't.
Yeah, you did it by 30. Yeah.
So take the weekends out.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
So if you take the weekends out, you probably end up with 19 or 20. 19 or 20 days.
Okay. So the mommy and the 20 days come for that. So we had 8.44.
So we're talking about 168.80 cents that someone earns within a month. And these people are graduates. These people hold MBAs, master's degrees, PhDs, right? In a month. You times that by 12. You're talking about 2,025.
So that's about 945 Ghana cedis a month.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. So if you times that in like maybe the million dollars, so what times in by 12, which means 12 months now. Someone's weekly income, no, $2,025 is someone's yearly income.
So 1,343 Ghana cedis a year. divided by 5.6 is about $2,000 a year.
Yeah. So I mean, the situation is really sad because I mean, the whole point of education is to build the economy.
But this is the average. But there are still some people making more than that.
There are some people making more than that, but I mean, you what do you mean by more people making more than that?
No. I didn't say more people. I said there are some people making more than the $1,000.
Some, but they are very few.
Okay.
We are talking about the majority.
Okay.
The majority here are not making anything, and the situation is really sad.
Okay.
So as I said, Ekromia, why not? When you're the NBA, like I said, will be taking $2,000 per the whole year. That's unheard of, right? But I mean, we're not comparing apples to oranges here because the U.S. economy is much bigger. But I mean, we're talking about Ghana leaders making education work for the Ghanaian people. Okay. I mean, I have so many statistics here I want us to go over, but I don't want to take much of anyone's time. So, as the time goes on, so because I can, come in.
I mean, we have 1 hour 30 minutes for the entire show, okay, 1 hour 30 minutes.
All right. So let me say this. So our biggest problem in Ghana is that
problems is here. Also, I don't want us to go into the problems right now. Let's bait it into it gradually. It's now elaborating more. No. I want to start off from Pastor Lims to see what the problems are. Into right now, whilst we kind of state of the Ghana education system, let's talk about the problems of the Ghana education system. There are solutions. I'll show you with it. Pastor Lims, let's start to feel so the problems.
I think the problems, dear, I'm saying, can't be brave. The problem, no, yeah.
Okay, Pastor Lims, let me help you out over here with my question. One scholar, right, made it to me, and this is for everybody, but just what I will start to say. Ghana education system, has become a big problem because in Nkrumah, J.J. Rawlings changed the education system at one point of time, which maybe a Pastor Lims, Nyamomo coin on a strong Bishop Pastor Lims, what it says former, right? Into moment time, I was made to understand, this is education the person was giving me yesterday. I was made to understand, say, actually, though, back in the days, Momoko school, not Okwara could do middle school now. Middle school, don't call form 1, form 2, form 3, form 4. We are son of our secondary school. No, form 1, form 2, form 3, form 4, form 5. And so we are lower 6, upper 6. Minister, lower 6, upper 6, and one any O level, A level. No.
Yeah, A levels. Those are all we have form 5 now, the O levels. And then the 6th form, lower 6, upper 6, near A level.
A level. Okay, but that's for that clarification. It's Moko Yano, and Sana, one child, where college will be for 2 years. And so we are work university. It's in Nippon calculation year, those days na answer now we university, no 22 years. Now you know then ABA. What have that kind of to go to university? To be in university, the 26 years. At that time, you are matured enough, you can start with. It was only a few people that were actually cutting through because no one would try common entrance now. No matter. Somebody like Fue and Chachu Chikata. Fue Chikata, Chachu Chikata. These brothers went to Boche back in the days at the age of 11 and at the age of 9. At the age of 20 something, 2 years now, now he's already a lawyer. So that education system, so we try that's how we fear not a boy who school them. When you just go through the process at the age of 22, That is arguably into Usha, it was allowing those that were smart to get educated faster, and those that were average to go through the process of being well educated. Do you think, sir, that process, now go through you go through, has a big impact as one of the contributing factors of problems?
It is, but it's not, because as I said earlier, the people will be here just a minute. The whole thing, and it's in the end, what is the essence of the education? What is the end product? One will say
to impact knowledge onto others.
Exactly, not even to impact your own life. So what I say, educational system.
America say education is there to impact knowledge on us. Into the system is there to impact knowledge on us.
Okay, yeah, but the point I made stress me say. What do you say? Finland has the best educational system in the world.
Okay, so why are we not using it?
they go to the need of the people, not the need of the government. And I say, obviously the Baying party and Crawford no more. The problem we have in our system, no, and say, you politicize BBA. So the what year there, Prof. Kaya, about way back, no obey say, about way back, no obey say. What was America? One of the federal government doesn't have a federal system, even though they have education and secretary. No, so them say states, no, our control, and then it comes down to the district. I'm saying local. They look at the need. It is all beside the Ghana education problem now system now. Maybe major year concern me what part no say. Is it meeting the need of the local people? Why are we politicizing it? Are they in the year the needs of the Dr. Clifford Kayano? Me kromo a debe need or why you bet me focus education also because education not only we are only thinking about the classroom. What about those who don't have that intellectual, And we have a big problem there. And then I say, should they meet the need of the local people rather than classroom, maybe you focus on those one. This education is this Montessori as saying, almost share a colonial capability.
Yep.
Maybe I gifted. Encourage, but Banco University, na ayo. Practical because that is what education is all about. Me feel say minyon could be now minyon could be. We are so smart, medicine. Already dear math, science, and everything. Oko University of Ghana in those days, you saw odontology. And also, what is that? He was so smart. Luckily, not the end. Well, German, I'm found no maintaining can be a model. But I won't say,
I'm not correct, doctor.
If I maintain a chest, I more than 30 years in maintaining can be. But you'll be so smart. You be a chance to go to school early, no. Naka what me pay, yes, so on quiet dictated program amount. 80 young chef, see a chef Finland for system now. And Kualaba me picky or educational need. Send your prof can say obia the learning capability, the learning method. It is here yen sa ye benyan crofo be school no. Now omunim de one more yo rather than say wo koye way, and then secondly, me come in be dual or your culture, your mindset. Young man, near papa, near no pump, be dear say you trimo. Or why your doctor, what you say? It will be a person here because society looks at you, who culture don't look at you, say, who could a side degree went to know. To cut my long story short, the problem with the Ghanaian educational system, A2, the politicization, number one. Number two, not making it meet the need of the local people. And number two.
I think so. I know now. Grab map and I say DJ G9 they told Honor no. So the entire Ghana education system needs to be amended to fit African regions. I think so. Points I'm making now all canon. And I think that Grab map also said something concerning points now we're making. Yes.
Yeah, it is to make we need to make sure. Let's take, for example, also a government job boys, one district, one factory, right? What Kwakumadan and toast and no producer. Now, what catch me say, because see, and chini factory or what? Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. You look at the local product, no one more they need, no much me improve also. And I think that is the problem with the Ghanaian education system. You're generalizing instead of making it concrete and practical. Yeah, share the system. Let's look at the Finland 4 system. Now, who say and the picky class a bobo na ye guide up. Make us a Ghana education system. What Ghana schools are? Do we have even career counselors in schools?
Okay.
We don't.
I think some schools have.
Oh, some are they really? Do they really know what they're doing?
Okay, I know you another question.
A good question. But we first year no been to me some.
All right, Pastor Clifford. Pastor Clifford, who call value? Who call? Hey, go fast, mama. Who
call school? Value product.
I who call value? Who education counselor?
Menkai bibisa o ana.
Me pass mama.
Menkai bibisa. In fact, we na me nua baako from Zimbabwe. Na ne ye ka Mugabe asem. I think when we talk of Mugabe, we have mixed feelings about this guy. Obia one the idea about him, depending on which perspective you take it from. But the question is, that Mugabe to me transwa kamia is and we were saying, say, if we are Indiana, say, what you now say you don't live by certain principles and ideas. You are not living. You are just alive.
Not just the treat,
Exactly. Change makers in history of the world. All of them, at a point in time, they had an idea. It became like a driving force within them. Talk about Gandhi. I say non-violence. I don't know you know the fighting for the liberation of the Indians. Talk about Kwame Nkrumah. Was say I am fighting against colonization, and that idea, it drove him. That was the underlying principle. Now, Kwame Nkrumah, that idea say the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. A driver, a educational system, or building in such a way to meet those ideas. Mame Famfio. Nkrumah ye papa. Enye Ghana for papa. BBC for agina to me say the father of Africa. Na maybe me experiment be ye library has say your big library. Lausanne has say University of Lausanne. It me call political section ho. And African section ho book bi da ho bia no. Me turning the first 5 pages. Could you believe, say, I say almost all the books on African politics in the first 3 pages, one thing Krumedia, that's just a book in your papa.
Wow.
That's a book in your papa when it comes to African politics. And Nkrumah say, Bibini betimia yo no ankasa de without the white man. Etibra will gain independence. And also no, semanye bibia aprofo betimi asa beje wo man no meboa. And also meko industrialization. Because meko industrialization me nko ne krom enko sre no en majibibi mia me sad no hefa me say no cut that kind of dependency culture ne asamba yesu na firi. And that aluminium factory bino kura na nka wo bie no winim abrofo no ya analyze no say no baby Nkrumah kono is going too far. A jombe ye bauxite no hwe monom say bauxite nya papa yent me va develop aluminium e wo Ghana and na me chance ye kra bi free abrochiri ba anka Nkrumah kate won so na ebra wo yes an no no. Say industrialization no kura no se betimi akoso a it must be empowered by electricity. Na kosumo dam no wede what they can say the man is being driven by the idea say the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. Yenko broni ho. Or this animal mienu we e bae no e no se there be. Na say industrialization Ukraine for ne be running. Then let's upgrade the universities in Ghana. in a KNUST or the buy science and technology to train people to come and handle those industrialization policy. And Oka said, no, we must expand education to everywhere because main purpose let's say may industrialize the whole of the country. And yet the whole of the country must be industrialized. And because of that, the whole country must be electrified with power. And also say the whole country must be educated to sustain this policy. And one said, and Kuma what that ideology run be bia. And also train neo-colonialism. Also, when the popularize is that word. So, that neo-colonialism, then they say, these Western states now, they come with their banking and finance and their foreign policies and other things. So, when Sako Shasia pet was somebody do so. And you know, Africans cannot stretch their hands to the West for loans and other things. And the trick on the way in Krumani say, may come up with the internal educational system in our say. Trick on the way in Krumani say, oh, Nkrumah, ye economists say almost share that transit planning, something we call rabbit box. Rabbit box, they say, what the rabbit can feed in the same Adanko. What the now Kungu Adakamu, and I say, boom, with men feed you almost. Ya kiki no mo pepere sa come do obi afi no ma sha say dey e kika omo encho be ba no omo nyina dey omo nye se come ne be ku omo o ma kika omo. That was the trick on the way in Nkrumah. It was expanding industrialization. Any dam no say let's give Nkrumah money. I say Nkrumah, oh, we will support you. The man is scanning. And Nkrumah o fee say na omo penasem omo support no enti loan pale ya no omo withdraw mo Nkrumah enya sika bio emfanye afi na Ghana fa hya se esu omanu mu ayedene ye pesade awe ye pia say on say na rabbit box no down no nya the West and they fighting Nkrumah, but Ghana for no they started fighting Nkrumah back. And everything collapsed. The make come back basis in say, your educational system, say you say ama ideology be running one. You be go up and down. We must have a principle. Donald Trump buy was say America first. Nyeni penya na GD but mom GD eni gro mo trimu ma bi ekobubu capital. Meaning say ideology bian ehu here say Ghana by educational system from kindergarten to university level. What is the driving force? I will be a school officer baby. Plan be anim. It's not plan we high school as nursing why yo hwi ne nyina ko nursing we amenye dwuma ye. Ebi kura nipa na okọ nursing ne kura no okoye I don't know pharmacy ebi anko be sell more. But because say that you create that mentality and say nursing do we ya straight away. Because say what was the purpose to say government in a beam for more nurses? Is it because we need more hospitals? Is it because we are expanding our health facilities? If we are going that direction, then we're going to need more nurses. We're going to need more doctors. That means say would the Ashakwara agreement. Now, are we going to expand? You say one district, one factory. That is good. Are you good? Oh, yeah, we won't dispute that. But how are we going to maintain it and keep it running? That is the question. So, Sauka Sebia, Yafan say, we are, if you just search the district, yet this factory, you must train the students there to handle that factory. NSR, and that was the goals of the University of Developmental Studies. The purpose was to develop that part of the region. But up to now, 4 years until with 20 years, the North is still underdeveloped. But that is where we have the University of Developmental Studies. It's a development. Yes. Yes. And it's a developmental, universities need studies now or course and he find a developer. A be developed south, but the north is still underdeveloped. But northerners, they are crying to government in south, said government should come and develop the north. Meanwhile, we have a whole university packed with students, but students new year and they all run back to the south. And this is the problem with the educational system now in what Ghana. And you can say, in fact, Nkrumah structure here, what the way called Cape Coast, because when you say initially, Western region, now you can education. That is where everything started. Into the University of Education, Echo. That is fair enough. University of Ghana, or the capital Neba Accra, it became the seat of the government, and most of our ministerial offices, they were in Accra. And or changing that colonial university, or changing it in University of Ghana, or expand there, because now the capital is in Accra. We will train students to come and help government. And what they KNUST, Eba, Kumasi, because industrialization, but it must move up to the north. But Sanima way, because young structure your educational system in such a way to keep these policies and commanded to all running, I am messed up. That is one major problem. There should be an idea, a philosophy of education that is very stronger right from the start. I dream. Now, last week, I can say, I try. Some decided not to share argument. I mentioned of Christella, you remember? So, all translating the Bible, and yes, what translating translation there be no one argument say Africans must fight back this European Enlightenment, whereby they think say they are supreme and their language must dominate everywhere.
Okay.
It was an idea, but we never understood that. You get a problem of the black man. We never understood that. To empower our indigenous language. So ideology, it is very, very important. The Yemfa church schools here established here, Yemfa Valley University. Initially, a missionary college. For normal Bible church. That is the idea. To be able to be and then now you introduce business, you introduce computer science, and nursing, theology, religion, education. But Bibia a year I find say University of Ghana said the yes on the sana above value at here. Oko KNUST, I said the yes be on over value as sanity, Oko Winiba, Bibia sanity. What is new? What is new? Business, computer science, and those returns Benedia Bama Church, because there is no ideology. It is not sitting on any strong principle. And up to now, Ghana, website, even Valley View website, we've been fighting about this for a very long time. But we have a computer science department. And since there are certain basic structures, principles they are all broken. And now we can say, your friend is saying, counseling and educational,
counselors
to guide us in our educational pursuit. Very important.
Come on, so I'm in alphabetical categories. Who are from A to ABA, ER, who are guidance counselor, who are from F, maybe Emma, who are guidance counselor, N all the way to Z, who are guidance counselor. And this is high school, all the way through college. Ghana, I never had any guidance counselor back in high school. High school, we only had headmasters and housemasters. Okay, university, I never had any guidance counselor. But I know, they had in the registrar's office, go register for classes, there was somebody there that was going to help you register for the classes, but no crowd, no on your guidance counselor. Or you're more like helper when it comes to your friend say, registrar's office now, wow, about okay, classes are available near register when you need fee a bit you need.
Yes, exactly. What you yɛmfa biribi te sɛ maame fa professor Kwesi school no nyɛ example. What your prof maame fa nyɛ a case study kakra. On say was it great great brains and answer great brains college. On say a ideology. What you share more from that. But the question is say about we college in one. Great brains. Now, how are we going to see it?
Are we going to application?
Well, you get a point. There should be something.
Okay. Pastor, I can't be busy. I can't be busy.
What was the question until also?
What was the question to my answer? So the whole idea of great brains is that by the time I will be then we put students in groups, and then these students in groups, will eventually start building the Ghana industry, meaning they will be creating jobs. So by the time each a school year or class of 2020 or class of 2021, baby, it's a company that students, are working on, and then the school itself funds those companies, to make it a reality. So by the time our students in baby, they create their own jobs. So as I said, and that we have also make a lot of a lot of affiliations with a lot of universities here. I mean, I can name few highly ranked U.S. universities like Lehigh University, like American International College. So we have given an affiliation in Kwanuia, or I shouldn't even use them. Students in Area or Ababe on master's degree. On the master's degree well, now company will create you Ghana now you wouldn't even want to live here. So as one tonight class or baby Snooby and as I back from me, you just come back to Ghana, So that's the ideology, and I'm actually glad to Dubai.
Exactly, and these are some of the practical things that we are looking for in the country. Sure, PK me my PhD now. First, now me tab post name on my Facebook or pass now follow me. And same be animal post, but
before we go PhD no going on. Actually, no Georgia, first one no the Emmanuel Prep College, no more guidance counselors. To say they probably help them picking up classes and also whenever there's issue, which I think say all schools needs to adapt that system because I never had that.
Exactly. Wait a minute, we have a PhD now. I did about my dream say now no be me post to be even can say Facebook na make sure even create commenter. I need to be very careful. All because of the name University of Geneva. Because a highly ranked university. And be careful. Why? Because of that name, that goodwill now, or a building and yam soon so. And to be very careful. Even cry, I invite me say may preach, maybe piano. Me research, maybe piano. I must be very careful because I represent the school.
Ivy League or Switzerland, how long?
But just say,
Ivy League or Switzerland, how long?
Oh yeah. But could be what ETH, no more. But University of Geneva, and we need some of these things in the country. Say, Obi KNUST near ordinary certificate number 2 and you say KNUST. They have the record. But so what you say? Because on any record there. Because of the neighbor called Valley Views University, no can say, okay, why should I send my child to Valley View University? The can say we promote integrity and then property and accountability. Yeah, can go on.
Doc, wait a minute, some can't be. I think you brought some point very where is notable of action. Almost Ghana for almost school movie, almost final project. Now, what are they doing the project?
Exactly.
Say Metro project. Now you agree with me saying me to brofo, and I say me to Metro brofo. That's what the Ghana system is. Let's be honest. I didn't see no more practical way
Okay.
ABI, you're trying to say.
That sounds like one of the problems. Prof, you do so well.
Exactly.
Dr. Abed,
ABI, that Dakufuria family, you know.
because I think they make solutions. You know, the who's a prof issue, no, yeah. Dr. Abed is also issue, you know. Prof, I don't see nothing there. Abed to remove mine. Why?
Yeah, it's young created that, I mean, goodwill, no? But they can't, I mean, a very strong ideology and principle be a run it through our educational system. So be benya Ghanaian education. They can say, oh yes. Wouldn't say can name rebi no? Are you for no bar Nigeria for you know Muba Ghana now they highly praise the Ghanaian education. I mean many years back. But now all these things, I mean Mugabe no nyina sahana omo school those times.
And I think Kenya president, you know, there's a president do also about Achibota, briefly. Either Kenya president and Obisa, also a product of Achibota.
Yeah. On some Crawford why you train those days here. Masa adwira ne kuto omo no. Now some hear debates be YouTube nyamle Ghana high school students be a call US. And almost selected, I mean, nationalities from South Africa, Korea, Ethiopia, near the Nanomye debate. What's a high school students, you're not Ghanaian be any Nigerian, be at their level, argument are no more. We say, wow, those times. Now, some no general argument, now, Mantini did that. But said, you saw that's what Ghana, or your researcher, that's what Ghana, but Mintini did that. And you know, Minia, that goodwill, no say, will be a real University of Education, Winneba or whatever they call it. There should be something. There is something we are waiting. Obia WK and UST, wow, we are waiting for something.
Okay.
It is very important. We need those goodwill no, in our various universities. And it's idea. And you man bet it,
Thank you. Before say Dr. Abet, before you be no, Mr. Ebusa for me na Mr. So comes some monko so share video de man na young man pem baby also pem ne man true baby also true na omo Ghana so no etimi ehu na say bia nya page for the kind of best the crap na this can be a call for change of the education system no say na what we are benefiting over here and what we are seeing our country no yen no Ghana so no ebenya sa education system na our education I am meaningful. I keep saying, sir, why should I come to America to be able to pursue a program in a PhD, to become a Jewish doctor, and now say a professional doctorate? Why should it be that way? I didn't mean to be in Yadakunya and then Yawa Ghana. I don't say Ghana couples to the Kenya Duma, who goes full time. It doesn't mean yes, I sound mine, no, to mean yes, I didn't. Black program say, pa, I bet shade pa. I bet I'll boppa and they will do it, you will do now. I am Kawana.
Yes, you are.
Because I'm a former Shava in the information they could do it. Mamma says so that I said there was a power, because one Shava was it. I know that I'm very young.
Okay. So one thing I can say, problem but we shouldn't just try to solve the problem on the surface. Yes, sir, all the time you're ever back to it. With this type of problem, you call the roots, your foundation, you build a solid foundation, and then take it up from there. And yes, I know you're be solving on the top. You need to be clear.
Not just I said. Where did I say now? Oh yeah, I'm workout. That's my fact. So that fact.
Right. I always say we should always look at the foundation right from the start. Before me initial way, me put up some way problems me am identify. So like with the Nkwalani way, no. Instead of say you better test to ridicule Nkwalani say way up no. You set goals. From ABA first grade to ABA fourth grade. By the time Akolani be through fourth grade, no, this is what we expect. Say level of bedroom. Until all free third grade, I got fourth grade. No, the third grade teacher, no, and him say, okay, this is the level Akolani drew. At fourth grade, there is evaluation. I so in Kolano, or medrusa. Goal na ye set mo mundru ya die nye betimi aye ama before mo bedru sixth grade e be say another evaluation no or me meet way no. Aside that, Oshima Ghana, one big problem. Class 1 teacher, class 2 teacher, class 3 teacher back no. Or 8 subjects. Or maths, English, science, then. Okitan Kolabeye 30 something. They get overwhelmed. Episode na the stronghold by ye be a math, by the a Greek, French, ni way ya can onye strong wo. Inti other na yen cheche. Me fan say class first grade no. You were 3 or 4 teachers. The other science no. That is what he was training. Abia and only any interest whilst they were in school. Until was stronghold on monim hawa. Obe chere akola na manati asiye at that level. Into focus just on science. Into your coffee no or yene or preparing a note and answering a lecture for the day. Now science nepe no nim so ye. And you have no be science ne kakra kwa social studies kakra ho no nim ho bebia. Into your individual teachers for the individual lessons no. Na edru ho a me find say history in a kolana by way a colonical history class. It's not just when we know saying colossal learn by images near there. And yes, what in our class or your throw blackboard so history. Among ranish like a schedule, okay, at this time your history class, your co-history classroom, Udru history classroom, pictures bobo walls are talking about history. Hey, yes, you who we are as taking on in na dream. Baby obeko bi as taking on na dream, but what control paper so and answer what can. Maybe at the time the crowd can na dream side that baby cry and so share baby on pay attention. Math class math classroom one on the walls near sticky notes 1+1 a 2 shapes say akola ni hu a obonso befia all the time no or like or all the time no team that is one problem and one solution.
I bet muscle memory.
Exactly. The other thing, we drew class 4 evaluate. And then evaluation shouldn't be just a tester. We fail we pass it. Evaluation to empower them. Evaluation no. This is where we found out say their weakness was. As a teacher, no, you getting parents need together as teachers and parents, no. Saying a bit in yama, you say okay, hana strength or hana weakness war to work more on it. Make I said that time your primary school or report can actual room for improvement. Need is room for improvement in in this guy be a parent in Befio. A fear and if any no anyway. Room for improvement near class 4. Room for improvement class 5. And so we don't work towards those in your manner. It is with this evaluation near the year and working on their weaknesses near the na ebebwa. One thing so I may notice that times school, the grades about the board so.
First and last 10.
Was there?
First and last 10.
Exactly.
Now people saw we kind of cry. Who last 10 da?
Meaning.
Last 10.
So instead say they ebebona ABOB enya or the last way no a radical no. How about okay first and Saturday empower pa. Just put the top way no. I bet say every kid at the end of the day will want to see I quite say dean's list, honest list. Yeah. So instead of doing why don't you do who want to be on there the next way?
It was good. So who need first 10 now? Who position 11th? Yes, your class. It is only first 10 quadia.
So as time goes on, you will not get just a group of people we were always on the dean's list. When I was in college, you never found like every time there the dean's list changes because people were able to say waiting or dean's list. I also want to be there. Until then, I'm here to be on the dean's list. And I see one thing now. Sir, students, you're good in class. No, we should use them. You'll be afraid tutors. Tutors are not professors. They are not lecturers. Tutors are students in the school. Omuye good in certain areas. So you use those students. It's a work study, right? Akolani wo school no see or word no. Ebia or work school no. And yet all the time no lectures or free period be. So the school actually paid them to help the weak students no. Ebia obi a strong in math, obi a strong in science, obi a strong in English. Number five, students no as tutors. Unim said, sit there, a fellow colleague and a fellow student beka bibi no. The other student never see more than the teacher ne kanye. Inti on the spec ABI I call math class. There was a problem. ABI at that time the class no. I was even timid to ask teacher and I say, oh, send away tia and I say send away menti way and I said there was not enough time my teacher never try say ama. On the free time, the call a tutor class, it's a tutor class, no, my colleague and I say, my classmate and our class or not here then I say no. Actually, I explain it to me level of understanding, and I'll grab it better than the teacher and the person.
Okay, yeah, that's it. You're not landing my.
All right, it's I know one way, and then my last submission on way no. What my made lose me train of thought. Let's try again. Yeah, I had the last point. To the end, come very.
Okay. What's no. Let me make this point real quick. I know, sir, a lot have been said, and this is maybe a contributing factor to one of the problems. A lot of parents are the reasons why Ghana for your students are now making good grades in class. Koto crazy. Koto on board, yeah. If you squad ban or baby in a work, it's going to koto board, yeah. Now, no. I have parents they feel say time na demand clan dia god no. Yen twa no so ne fan new so much child labor. Inta clan no koto ni wani nya no adesua bia ni won wo. Adwene no already na dollar deda. O clan bi won mo kwa no pa. O clan bo kwa ewia. Inta no pani no be sorry, right? No akodidwa. Okodidwa ni wia no aba. No akwa class. Or take classroom na no business child habit. Number two, you're saying. I bet last in note no. Mr. From I'm copy. It's a note to the graphical ultra note no. Our classroom. Try to catch up from yesterday. It's one ya club ya. Ne san when ya how bet what run tama. At the end of the day, no. Not note now I can afford this. It's your review in last week we no. Me patcho okay I know stop him why. Your review yesterday's we note no. The last week note no. I feel we through 3 days ago. The last week in that year, couple days, say, yesterday note in the crowd on Kai, on no 3 days or 4 days behind. A hard to the papa is one of the main reasons why it's why, including baby now to me performing on their standard now to say, Claudia, could be my very genius beyond all measures now.
Became a bacho, my man make it very short comment.
Yeah, I bet to walk out points and about.
As my okay, dinner. On say most of the time, you need to blame on my parents. Simply because you're chef from a different angle. Now, when I say your educational system, it has no linkage with our culture. Because Ghana Penifon say they are not just children in the house. They assist their parents. So they could have factored all these things in the classroom. So what my
no. The acquire no. Brabeka ho asem. I said that project work be.
As what I say. We didn't factor all these things. And not na a creative problem but parents no so hiamwa. Wo de hwebu nkwada be nwotwe ne gufie ansa na wo nana nom ne ade ne omom titete wo nchen. Wo ma me anyini. I mean, she can go to the market and go to farm and go and fetch water and do. We grew up in a culture we assisted our parents. It's also Ghana educational system, and they could have factored all these things and made education so practical in such a way. Say, it has linkage with what the child is learning at school.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's it. All right.
Sorry, let me jump in and say this educational system, the word pronunciation, is it Montessori?
Montessori.
Right. What was it that educational system, it meets the natural gift of Aqualado.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I actually comment to the 200 now. I really feel say I was correct. Who you
Okay.
from
So my last way is Ghana will be a friend is a national service, which is a very good way, but omunyusuni. Obi beko school akwakoye agri science, not koye the national service or wako UT bank, wako SSB bank koye national service. Obi beko
to run our bank out of the premises.
See, so Edna Maker said structure no, structure there are the things there, but you're utilizing the But you're very sure say at the agri sector no, you were a lot of graduates in that sector. You bet me put you in these various areas no to do this service. Now on like Dr. Kwesi Eka, no initial I think we had the same thoughts no. They do a capstone project, right? It is a Greek. And the purpose of capstone project is for you to identify a problem in your field, work towards it, and then find solutions to it. Who call the workforce now? About resolving that problem. My school, my year, graduate level, it's a college level, whatever. My identify, and I don't even know, they just sit down to write this project, or they actually identify problems to write the project on and do like actual research. My school acquire projects, my identify problem, na me be national service. I get posted, or sometimes some of the students now work their way out to go into BBA. It has nothing to do with what they did in school, nothing to do with their projects. No, project chrono is just sitting down. The problems not still compounds. So I would say the teachers, everybody should come on board, help students identify problems in their field, research, do those projects, find solutions, and then when they come out, they send them to their fields. Baby Chrome, I'll use myself as an example. Me my doctorate program. I was trying to find a project, and then the baby I'm here, Juma. Me realized that this was a problem we had at that place. I did the project. My doctor no me mentor anyway. Actually, on proposal when who said that a problem I needed solution. Yet now say every year when who say okay, this not the way actual problem obia training baso. Yeah, finding solution. Could you believe say me defend the project in year BBR less than a month on the corporate level? Actually, not things at corporate level, not finding who said that problem. So they were like, we want to use BBC to help with, but they don't move at the crowd way. And then at the time, the CEOs had gone for like a corporate level meeting and stuff. And we're like, oh, one of our doctors had just done a project on that, and actually a year or Honoma, so he has the solution to it. Says, I've been tasked to lead that way, on the corporate level to resolve that solution. So this is something that Omo say, okay, a war Honoma, we actually have somebody who has worked on it. Easy going. So the goal is to get it done a year where then we'll spread it to the other facilities and other places. So if we encourage our students to identify problems and not just who or person easy until the obia no copy and paste it and then do it and submit it. Let's actually work on identifying problems, finding solutions to that problems, and trust me, a bit taking the country.
Okay,
far.
yeah, that's it. Professor Kwesi.
Oh, Oh, macho.
I don't know them here. I don't know them. I don't know.
Mama.
Who's your better no?
Mama, that before I can be here.
Don't cast some fellow. I don't know me car. Also, I don't know to so I don't know tie in his solution. The solution don't keep you.
Yeah.
Whatever final words.
Yeah. See that your kind of said me and I'm bonus so I'm up. It's something
and
that
and then you are the problem. You say you identify root causes here. You are the problem. Una man kasache.
Debbie.
Come on the fans. It's all about kasache.
Oh, Debbie. I say, uno, umobia kasa the time. So that's it.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, and so I mean, see here, was the mechanic say Ghana GDP on education has been cut in half, right? Now let's look at the industry. Country be advanced country be almost industry, reflected on the education system. Ghana, the problem is we don't have any industry. And if we do, the industries are not owned by Ghanaians. They're owned by foreigners.
Yes.
And so how can the education system be much stronger if the Ghanaians don't even own their own industries, right? That's why Great Britain's College, and we're trying to solve this issue. Said we are trying to create industries in Ghana every year at a time with our graduation class, right? But so the one problem is we don't have the industries. And even if we do have the industries, like the political system now or the political class, industries, right? Say ABM could be a gas station. Now gas station, maybe I'm an MPP. And these are buying also. Me hon cry muhi. Into my me loans no. Now for the I can't even pay it. Now for the ya beji be gay for me. Say we kill an industry. Me a honorable Ken a Japan Asimi Okai said I say Obina a share chairman. I say Ghana, or say name me one Ghana company I last over 30 years. See, I say
5 years, about 5 years.
5 years something, right? I say there is no a company owned by Ghanaians. So I just say I last even Dakufor is 5 years, right?
This
so it's like
this way chocolate company natural.
Keep okay.
Unilever is it owned by Ghanaian?
Exactly. It's the whole problem. They say we don't have industry.
3 years
Oh, nah. Just the Ghanaian, the political class, companies, right? Simply because look at what's going on with the FM station right now. No, what can't anything better about Kufuor than they are shut it down.
Well, have you withdraw Nippon or Casa?
Exactly. Yeah, shut it down. So it's like, we're shutting it down. No? How are they going to feed their family? Now, if they will be unemployed associations in Ghana, so as I said, and that's number one. Number two, they said, train teachers. They're Dakufuri kind. What kind of tip? It's like what come in seminar, but I'm making be interested. Train teachers will be what? Will be secondary school. Near say Okaku teaching class. How? In what universe does it even work? So be a secondary school. Not yet the teacher certification at Shenansa. And now I say Okita a wasi saying a certificate. I see Nimadie. When you're A1s, in what world? Now high school graduate, when you're 4.0, bitch, go child or Harvard. I'm an IE. It's like, it's like Ghana yet. I don't think it's a system. I think say a mindset.
Exactly.
So I just say the system itself in the system be but it's the mindset of the people. Now ENT education as Obi oha. Just the Dakufuri national service no. Why yes psychology. Okay, then I could share a computer, a science, a national service. I say on your computer wires.
That's a one I need
and I said then I could share a Zoom line or BBC so be on pick it. Well, into how can the person now which share psychology or college for 4 years? How can the person actually develop or advance in the skills?
Good question, because a psychologist it's all junior. I didn't go on the world, Pastor Lips to Trimutia or Nusia. No one thought for me. No, John or research. Or who want to grant a Bibia work on the But I did that for no. If you saw that Iran was also a mental problem, was not fix it.
Mental problems are Dawson Ghana, pan, especially in the political class. At Dawson, pan, they may come be out PK. Oh, my God, okay, they may twice when they say our train teachers. Our trained teachers, right? We'll be well with secondary school, so yes, we'll teach a junior high school or high school level. How is that even possible? Right. Because we don't train our teachers. No, I was saying we'll be a 4-year college. No, not if you're psychology. I need training. Need a man of alternative teaching paths, right? Exactly. No, I call yet the teaching licensure in psychology. Exactly. So psychology, we and you think that or back class maybe a period way psychology period and no and you think that one teacher no be and nice so no teacher to the be a ujina na so be 2 hours cry asem be be wonu nkwa so sem kwa ne beba ujina sa bia no aka say eh o cry dey na uti so sa come here they know down so it doesn't help with the curriculum structure. Okay. And see, that's the problem Ghana is facing. We need to have alternative teaching pathways for graduates. Or no bit to solve a lot of the unemployment crisis in Ghana with the government's help with funding the GDP. I mean, I agree with you. And see, almost secondary school no teaching now. See, college, no more courses. So I say, courses, no more yet advanced training, no more bachelor's, at least a bachelor's. You need a bachelor's before you can even teach. If I say at least you need a bachelor's before you can teach. So that's it. And we need to implement that mindset. Say you need at least a bachelor's degree and your teaching licensure, right? To teach the subject. If I say math teacher cannot teach English. Exactly. And how is that even possible? A science teacher cannot teach English. It doesn't work. It's a structure. And today, I said, maybe a student. Now, me back old class. Meaning, say, okay, science teacher class, and that's a U.S. history. And I say social studies teacher. Then I get the knowledge. But I said one person, and they teach the students lose attention span. So we have an issue of learning. We don't even know what learning is about in the education system because the attention span of students is very little. And to keep them in one room for 2 hours, Ghana, where's yo? Now we are fine. Heat. No, I was answering the students that are 2 hours. So I'm going to take the same teacher's voice. Come on, man, that's torture. Yeah. That's torture. It gets boring, actually. It does get boring. That's like abuse, man.
So right now, the new word is a redundancy. Is an abuse.
Well, I guess we can say that. And the second problem, they said, our rising public debt and surging inflation, and also can hurt us, and it can hurt our GDP and hurt about our investment into the Ghanaian education system. If Ghana is classified as a lower middle class income country, now if almost 1/3 of the population still live on less than $1.25 per day as of 2011. Okay, so 1/3 of the population in Ghana live on just $1.25 per day. That's of 2011, right? Now, another issue, I say Timika say be at the top 1%, and I said, the top class, and I said the elite class, Omohudi all the wealth. Well, let's look at the Amazon guy and the Tesla guy. These people have like wealth. I build the Africa times 20, right? With your wealth. A non-profit organization made this estimate, said the wealthiest 10% of Ghanaians now hold or share 32% of Ghana's total consumption. So meaning said the wealthiest 10% of Ghanaians in Ghana hold about 32% of Ghana's wealth. That is more than the bottom 60% of the population. Okay, so only 10% of the population only consumes 2% of the economy. So this is a big problem. The dividing classes in Ghana, the dividing economic classes in Ghana is another big problem. Because the albino almost court parliament at the only debate you on and said a so almost can be said a almost
As Gracia.
as I don't know if it's
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
what
word.
they fight about.
Yeah, that's what.
Other way they just push it under the table.
Exactly. You know, I'm on kind of same development me a bit on mine and I say be we not and yeah see free soil see this and I say every year be see say I mean really man that's like man like it was shy. It's just really sad. Another problem with the Ghana education system though is classroom facilities. Meaning say we video snack around and that. A classroom yeah, exactly. That teacher know the board be abo no chromo. And that's what form.
Keyboard no cranny mouse in your draw blackboard.
Exactly.
Just look at that.
And you know now feel man now be doctor. Let's like you draw the mouse. You can't just go draw the mouse and make it fast.
Right. So if I
right
had not had that opportunity to come here and come to say
exactly. That's the way I see it too, right? I see just like I said.
You know, like a professional welder.
It's the problem they said our classroom facilities is a big problem. And learning doesn't only come with looking at the teacher, it comes with video instruction. Exactly. Because we need to put the learning perspectives of the students. Audio, visual, kinesthetic. They learn by doing, hands-on. We don't do that in Ghana.
No.
You know, boy, hey, shame, worry. And I say another word on Muka repeat. Being to me word and no woof. Repeat.
I don't lie. Your post now we try your view of Professor Johnson and so. You guys are trying to find different angle.
And what's going to crap on you? You wouldn't want to be in class.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the year, you're going to be ridiculed.
That's exactly.
But you need that process, that time, not to get through it. You're not giving that time.
So to be realistic, come on, said in high school class when every say, "Oh, you're dumb." I know you're bullies. No, I understand.
Oh, no. I don't know. Just kasa phone being a woman.
I don't know your bullies, but still don't know. But teacher didn't catch you. Say it here.
But it's just a Ghana. Ghana, you'll become reputed panel wolf who is all bully for corner.
That's a teacher. I'm money part of it.
So it's like when you need your school, Ghana school system. Another issue is also let's look at the.
Prof, I got 2 minutes.
Oh, okay, maybe I can't learning materials. Right, that's another big problem.
Yes, and I do. Dr. Bakus brought it up last week. The learning materials, say,
okay,
this is something Ghana teachers need, and I'm glad that you brought it up right now.
2021, a Scooby textbook is probably like 1968.
Wow.
Or 1990.
Oh, you're sure it's a new edition now.
I'm just saying, it's like, we have a big problem with our learning materials. It's like we don't understand what learning is. There is no way in 2021, the Dakofori Timikayan said, schools, any school can go without a learning material. There's so many research out there. And he gave himself as an example. Why your research for the doctorate? How much you see on the leading initiative or in the workplace. The learning materials is very important. Yeah, my students all these capstone projects. For what? Need grade you on when you say a grammar waiting your house and got the shot. I know. Now students and some around maybe even me MBA. They're also capstone project. Oh, building this and this. I know many businesses. I can say more MBA. I interviewed them for my college in Ghana. And when I asked them about business models and stuff like that, PK and Dr. Fourier and everybody, you'll be shocked. They don't even know it. They don't know the practical side of it. They've learned about it,
right?
But they don't know how it works.
I remember when I did mine, and it was on on single parent home, and how teenage pregnancy, like all the courses and everything, and the qualitative and the quantitative part of it. There are things that are learned in there. Now, I mean, it's single parenthood. End of the day, your friend is saying same-sex marriage, single parenthood, like prostitution, early childbirth, sa when you're tenant,
And this is something I was like, oh wow. But we want to say, oh yeah, single pay your job, life goes on.
It became my mainland. I don't know my 2 minutes. My mainland is to say. So when it comes to the learn, was it 30 seconds? Okay, so yeah, but I won't say yeah, Timika say be Ghana the students nation the pan, but about Western so statistics shows us about 70% of high school students fail their final year secondary examination. The WASI, they fail 70%. About 70%. So so it shows that our education system we're doing something wrong. And then all these certificates near the moment, what are they really learning? Right? Yeah, one day be a Dakofu be president. That change the system.
Okay. Well, Andiana.
Pacha, know more about my land.
I want to chip in something real quick. So at one of the points initially,
Dr. Ferry, if I will chip in about solution, why? If I chip in about solution,
okay, all right.
It's one more minute, Professor Question.
Oh, sir.
Now the last point to that, but yeah.
Sir, okay.
Yeah, because actually, I can't 1 minute. Time and time, and I can't 1 minute. I'm sure I'm chasing to be.
Okay, so I mean, say your share in your maybe the Ghana education system, although no our enrollment rates no higher than most of our neighboring countries in comparison to other countries, they are very high. Mm-hmm. But our disparities when it comes to education system no is very high and is very wide. So as I said, in all these other countries no, yes, they do have disparities. Even in America, we do have educational disparities, but it's not on the level of a beginning system. Uh-huh. I feel like Ghana, we are just beginning our education system, right? We are 65 or something years old, but our education system is very poorly organized. Uh-huh. And the problem started with our leaders. No, instead of Muji independence, no, they expanded the European style of education. They have actually created a Pan-Africanism style of education. And that's what Kwame Nkrumah, and I maybe is because they've never got the time to really think about that. You know, that could be the issue. But the problem now, one of the things that might be kind of said, capstone projects now, let them use it to build actual industries in Ghana. Let them solve the unemployment issues in Ghana. Mipan can be a president now. They be Amikasa same way. I would give so much money to the industries, local merchants, no more Ghana, no, to work with students. So that's to give them the practical side of the career technical education. Mm-hmm. Give them the skills, because degrees doesn't give you skills. Some degrees doesn't give you skills, but some do. But the ones not ML skills in like sociology, dondology, media, we will pair up with local merchants. Then these local merchants know influence they be mechanical. They will teach you what mechanics is all about, car mechanical is all about. They will teach you what a CDL person can drive a big car. So as I said, you gain all these skills now, and then you start your own logistics company in Ghana. Because I mean, how many logistics companies in Ghana do we have? I mean, so it's like our
that's it. Yeah, that's it. Said KK Boafo, our education system lacks critical and logical thinking from the basis. So that means we need to be pragmatic, period. And one now, what kind of know? Right now, the next point now you do know is solutions, final words, and any interjections will be on what try to them now. You best start if Pastor Lems now or the solution. Everybody has exactly 5 minutes for you to address anything you want to address from what everybody has just said, and also of final words, and also your solutions. To address if there is a need. We are now the solutions about, we are not the final words about in that order. My impartial Pastor, let me share Pastor Clifford about now Dr. Alberto Ferrer about Professor Question Eddie year we need show you so. Pastor, let me
share. For that more say a tier for more demo ideas here, but now. So the engineer can we have a problem with our educational system. But I still go back to the fact to the point, say, what is education? If we can define what education is, and on the bit me solve the educational problems are you facing. Is it the white man's, the Western mindset of education. And I said, yeah, you said, yeah, classroom. Eti wo mo mutimi ko classroom no e de na omu hia ban no betimi de aboa nti yade a wose ehwe ni the education, as we all know, is to meet the need or to solve the problems of the people. So betimi ko na classroom I was see etimi ma no adehia education as entity I was see etimi ma no entity bia na setene mu ene ne potem mu no obetimi di nimude achade anyame ama no biara no or the beboa I'm not assassin. I think that is the main thing a government to be creating that environment. So obi biara what do much idea when you media ma wono ubetimi ayusu. Now moving to the formal educational sector now you can. Once the education system in Ghana na kwa say chew and pour, pass and forget. And we are so in this is so ingrained in your say your pedigree. What make a very sad story? Be being in school grow. How on earth say a NIPA 27 a best started doctoral program one day? No one day. So I challenge one of the professors. Why did you do that? Oko Africa, Oko school be me school because it's funny. I said, Thomas, you don't understand. You Africans are looking for the degrees. So we just gave it to them. It won't say, your mindset, me pedigree. Say the Bayer society better me. I think, sir, the solution is, I'm not saying we should discard the paper degree. But the emphasis should be the end product. What are you getting from that degree? Because of the chew and pour, pass and forget, somewhat in a year, Africans, let me go to Ghanaian. They are back a brochure, but you have further studies. You struggle with your paper wrong. You struggle with paper wrong because you're the 3 months when it comes to demonstrate it practically. And you're timid. Abrafo, America especially, you got to show why. You answer the question of why. You got to prove it. Because of me graduate studies, me professor back. You be a friend of schizophrenia. Schizophrenia, or my see what here, some who vision, all those things, just mental health. Even though we knew that it was spiritual. Me challenge me professor be, or can some be, sir, and you who may not be besides say, how can I differentiate between obi or mental health issue, any obi or spiritual challenge? Or catch me say, there is nothing like a spiritual. True, the final exam, so I see a classroom a year or something. Make I say or see what I'm saying. I want to disprove him. I say, go ahead. He gave me the liberty to write a paper to disprove another point, or mommy A asterisk. Or see, proving your point. Can we do this in Ghana? Sir, oh, professor, classes that was a mention, but metro did disprove. How dare you cross over your thesis and yet disprove, professor? It is the freedom or allowing the students to bring out their natural, any Ghana. And that's what me advocate say. We need a practical system. You be used to and Palanwan Casano, Nemu Diomono, they are building it up. And then it calls for a well-qualified guardian counselors. You look at the talent and the study need of the child. You don't know what guide you know. Your nibble system no your big grand it doesn't function. It's the solution, That is the solution, Yem pe wo share adwene for education ho. No more guiding kwala no. Niema kwala no follow natural inclination. And no na ba e betimi asesa oman no. Na obi akosua psychology. Now they go to shoe factory. Yeah, it's you know, you betimi aka adema abwa Ghana education system. Square pegs in round holes must be changed.
Thank you. Thank you. I think the Pastor Lems have made a point clear, and let's be practical and also Yemfa where the right plugs in the water and F share sockets to them and no bema be afa. Pastor Clifford, Yanko, 5 minutes. Any
Yo,
interjections, any solutions and also final words. No?
yo, Nana, Mama Shasi free the way. Last year, Kasami Bonidin, that American educationist, no. Necessary American educational system, Nina man be pragmatic. Or say, or say, or say, education prepares the person to have a command of self. Or say, education, yet tear above no a also no timi nya command of him or herself. Say, me wey na me capabilities here. Say na metimi aye. Say na me person me ye. I think say now no Ghanaian educational system. We are system no na be chiro baby afa wo degree ne fa. If you lost that command of self no. The system now yet tight in such a way say massa. System no be chiro say one fan nursing na ko say because engineering a nye bukɔ akɔsosɔ China for mu ropes wɔ kwan ho. Enti system no ama yɛ lose the essence of our capabilities. Deɛ ɛtɔ so mmienu a mpɛ sɛ meka no, we must build trust in order for institutions to work with students. Hwɛ sɛ KNUST na last ne yɛka na woka nikanika ne yɛsere but serious paa. Serious. Nikanika Aborɔfo no yɛ no bɛ 18th centuries no. Afei na wɔwɔ ayɛ wobɔ nsɛm. You could have built upon it and go far. Na sɛ sei na wɔyɛ na sɛ wɔn build trust a. Company bi te sɛ Valco betumi adi wɔn sika abɛhyɛ KNUS students mu sɛ munyɛ wei ma yɛ. No, they won't do that. And we must build trust. Sɛ yɛn ho sɛ students ne yɛ research no all right. Wɔdɔm sɛlɛ yɛ mfa. Last say United PK we can come Valley View. Nema students ni ye exhibition frame penifo. Ebi ti ono moda. Enkosi aga. What you say. But see build trust now. These institutions they must fund students. And they are fund this year whole research. So we are ultimate tontune. One other issue. And we have to build trust. The second aspect, I mean, the past discussion, I think say we've got the right balance. Professor Kwe or the free or no the philosophy of the Ghanaian educational system, no my see how it is structured. Mr. Pastor Lems, also some practicalities be a baby at the far Albert, so some modalities be. In fact, those theories now you call osmosis is the DNDN from a semi-DNDN through a semi-permeable membrane. I mean, but too important, too much. Too much. In fact, the best way to train a child is to model that kind of ideal life in a person about friending young. Young fans say me papa, me batifie. Ipe se me ba ebe yet nyansanfo anaze bi obi okase bubu be ana I'm just throwing some ideas around. You must model it to the child. So model abofra ne besua. It's by in educational system and we should model those kind of ideals that we are looking for in the society. Now I could draw my house up to board so na kran into no always say. Now also be mu da wo hunu bi da. E be se kwa na adwene na ba ne timi say mouse ayi nyama bi firi sɛ kura wahwɛ okofie kura okosuma kura fidie na wakunkum nkura but the young model ade ne bi wɔ hɔ na sɛ minya opportunity in beginning of this year high school bi ɔmo to ɔmo nsa frɛ me high school wɔ ha o Kuroma high school mo to ɔmo nsa frɛ me sɛ memmɛkyerɛ ɔmo biribi strange nkwaraa no mu ni high school mɛkyerɛ biribi strange. I mean, high school classroom masa projector ball kuna masa sorry them will be more. I it was there I saw them as a projector ni ball. Computers you get the netico put you and I say you mark ha iMac in the high school. Now just above this kind of classroom. Now oh those practicalities you know. Masa, and you be never catch chance above na dream of me. It's your model those near no kyerɛ mmɔfra no a ɛnneɛma mɛkɔ yie. Baako a meka atwa toɔ no. You see, necessity is the mother of all invention. Adehiadeɛ ɛne na many padwene. Ɔn sɛ Africa no baabi a bɛtena no ɛwo fa mfikyiri abɔdeɛ nie bankye nie bɔfrɛ nie obi kura wonam obi afuom aborɔba wotumi boe. Enti na sɛbi mprɛduasa ho. Yɛadwene no ntumi nwene for solutions because bibi a wopɛ bia wonya. But sɛ woka te aburokye na ada a wɔ mu a sɛ wobɛfa wobɛdwene kwan a wobɛfa so a wobɛpɛ aduane agu wɔ na winter ba a mu adidi. Wodan wosi dan no a ɛno winter no bɛkyerɛ how to construct the materials to use. Just see, it's now Maka said necessity is the mother of all inventions. It is high time say we're defining all our necessities in the country. The BIC accident the kuma for the yeah can. Are we trying to say we don't have any solution?
Okay, 1 minute.
Okay, 1 minute. We have all these problems that we've been talking about now. The problems are rising up. Even though it is a problem, it is at the same time an opportunity for us to develop.
Okay.
Intimidasi PK.
Yeah, that's it, Pastor Clifford. That's have it.
Yes.
Any suggestions? We also trying to suggest be extra them and solution of final words. You got 5 minutes.
All right. So Meg pick something from Dr. Quasin earlier on, real quick about the language. Mention say about 50 something indigenous language, and lately I think we've been hearing people calling in for say Yebinya and one language, one indigenous language. We all know say a feasible because say all the fans say ye kasi ye fa akan kasa no dia yes adena not on obia neti akan kasa no Volta region obia neti akan kasa no nti say yes aso that say per se yes say region bia na say any area bia na kasa ka ho no any e de betre omaden which is also not feasible. At the end of the day no say bia ye research ye there and ade ye nyina also ye nyina ye with a common goal. So okay, in your mind at the end of the day, no, you're setting up research institutions near there. Sign your man, no, and only a day, yes, I know. Until indigenous languages near there individually. At the end of the day, no, your research way, no, database ben you use. So in my suggestion for that, no. We can still use this English language, but then English language near Ghana, you're wrong. We should all know say English language is kasa. You're learning English language as a second language.
Still,
so instead of say we should learn it in school as a second language and not as an acquisition language because kasa. Until that's when you did kasa ne chenkwala no phonics ne sanyoman because uba krom hanuma Spanish ni ba akwala ba krom hanua you consider no said English and a second language until okosku ni e English you train English to say bronina yawo no hano anadi yawo no krom even cry kwala na yawo just because you can another language at home no they are all considered say English your second language. We should teach the kids in school Ghana no say English no second, and with that no there's a way trauma there. There's one professor Krishna or no you have studies about this English language as a second language no, and there are ways I bet train kwalana send beya or bet say adena say me go school say be a teacher try adena menti asia what kind of brofuna want no what they call indigenous chrome kasa no me the coaching ni mu exercise okay say no patch and as a mature exams krana me read brofo na menti ase na me the call kasa na menti ase
now exams na what chess are
Because kwa kasa na meti asiye ni no what's your translate aba. But yes,
As
I
also
know
translated
because
for
I am
basketball.
English as a second language. No, it is a coming sa techniques no in learning English. Say a second language and yeah, my mother tongue. Yeah, I'm fan me with ye. Now even the kind of credit say they che of you. No, that's not the right English. I can. Into one say a clan the bay we no say a clan without a bro. For be bedroom come had no cry anyway because you know that Pastor Lem Sky no. Obeko school and that's the best static way we had no. But you have a lot of problem. Ebi ase akrakra no so no owo Ghana no yes o ye shark pa. So beba be drew ha no akọ we not mo say enko ye kra.
Very
So
frustrating.
my suggestion for that ne say we should develop that English as a second language no. And then instead of say you be ye no English ne to say English ni ye kasa ankasa no. Yen chere yen kwala no on how to use the English no as a second language and then learn from it. How to translate it API from English to whatever indigenous language and for whatever indigenous language back to the English, especially in application in the education system. And here one.
I got 1 minute. Oh,
We will say one of the listeners put something about critical thinking. Application is one of the things that we don't do in Ghana. Like Pastor Lem said, you hear a lot of chew and pour.
pass and forget.
Exactly. Oh, instead of say you be developing and say in exams, exams no we say if you don't do chew and pour, you not pass that exams. We should set up the system in a way the examine students in a way say it will be more of practical than just consuming what is in the book and putting it out there. A question be a bema in an examination. No, teacher no will form a marking scheme. If you don't meet that marking scheme, how you are wrong. So if we have a system, a marking scheme no is practical. They say there are many ways of killing a cat. Into the teacher then say, how do you kill a cat? Now what me my practical way a to assume you shouldn't be wrong. Also in your points.
All right.
But this one a different way also on the points. So that's one of where I made the transfer.
Yeah, that's it.
PK me pacho mame PK Dr. Albert kakra bi na on the language.
They jump on another program in 10 minutes.
On the language as ma kind indigenous language, empowering indigenous languages. But here Professor Kwe here.
Question
was say me pacho I stand to be corrected. Ghana, those who speak English in Ghana, we are less than 50%, right? It's about 40 something, 3%. If I don't know if I heard you right. Now, in Ghana, no, Akan people alone, they form 60% of the Ghanaian population. Akan people alone, 60%. It's a fact can form Twi language. It means that Twi is the most spoken language in Ghana.
The reason why I will stop you over here in this, I think that was going to be our next topic for discussion. What language we should use in Ghana? Because because also education, developing in the years, Into the next week, I was going to address that. Also, there was another way we're supposed to address when it comes to education, the research work, So we can next week we're gonna go to how to properly do research in Ghana and apply it, and also your friend is saying what language should we use as our official language? Because right now the official language still remains English. Because of we have to get another program in 9 minutes into remember Professor Kwesi in the last 5 minutes about that. We can address this next week on our platform with another 2.5 hours program. Professor Kwesi, 5 minutes, young call.
Yeah, Bema. Me mama kasa what baby. Ni nyina na the akano. Problems ni akano. The solutions are in there, right? Me mama some what. By the mechanic said the Dr. Fori, Pastor Lenz, and Dr. Clifford Mokai ni nyina tasumpa. Now, specifically, Ghana, we are lacking in something called career technical education. So as I said, we know, yes, we do have some technical colleges. And then right now, the crowd, the polytechnics need also have a technical universities, which is another problem. So that's another problem in itself. You know? But the whole point now, the person making is that American economy works on confidence. The stock market works on confidence. Ghana said, "You be a yes," or it's the economy. So we're gonna have foreigners coming into Ghana to invest large amounts of money. Now, the confidence of the leaders and of the people. I say it will be said the president. Well, what happened with Trump? Whenever he tweeted, the stock markets will either go up or go down. Right? That's the same concept that works with a lot of Western economies. Right? So our problem in Ghana is that if we have a president that shuts down a whole radio station because people he or she doesn't like whatever is being said about him, first of all, we have a big problem. Second of all, our confidence needs to be up, not our nationalism, but our confidence as a people to develop our own selves, right? Because the government will not do it for us. The local merchants don't say, so we need to help each other. And then we need to give them money to build our own local economies. And then maybe contributing say our confidence needs to be really, really high, because that's what the American economy runs on. The stock market runs on confidence. So if we want to have a better economy and better educational system, we need to work with industries. We need to create our own industries. And then so that our industries will reflect on our education system.
Okay. Prof, I got 3 minutes. Uda chana.
Yeah.
And I'm particular for 1 minute to man.
I check that clear for you, man.
1 minute to not addressing the issue now or can know about. But
how money talk for next week? Now you fire more.
Okay.
And just say yeah, Dr. Alberti can no any argument, but I'm just trying to put it in context and another perspective. On say 60% of the Ghanaian population, account for all right. Because within that those 3 languages, you move different. We were bono, you were chim, you were Kuaprim, you were Fante, you were Nzema, you were Guam for no so Kasemukakra. Within the account of crown, you move different. Now, so far native account speakers, now for non-native account speakers, they form 85% of the Ghanaian population. It's not because I would say 25% now can or more here or the country. So what I say, and the account language is an international language. Maybe a lot of people don't know. About 3 countries, ye can account Kasawu, La Côte d'Ivoire, Togo, and Ghana. Now, if you go to Togo, the Akan population, they form the majority in La Côte d'Ivoire. The Akan ethnicity, they form the majority in La Côte d'Ivoire. Uko Togo, you were a small tribe from say Chokosi. They speak Chi. Upa Ghana, Volta region, you were Volta region, Kura, Chinkwan.
Okay.
You get a point. And it goes beyond Ghana. But the point in it said the whole idea, besides the language, being the medium of instruction, we want to redeem our cultures. That is the main idea. We want to redeem our cultures and train students in such a way that their mindset would point to their culture, their society, for them to understand what is happening on the ground.
Okay.
And nothing that you can say, you use indigenous languages, and as the way Ghana see, I'm afraid most of the indigenous languages.
Also, I mean,
that conversation there for another day because
because
a lot of issues.
Sorry,
Share.
For Yadabunya say my boy and my soul when we did you be I'm an aqua kama. I had him say, and you did you me, the Beba Nevia, Yadabunya say, and one boy in the support of the is well appreciated
and calculated. Also for HRP kilometer na me so ada bedwafo nyina mobile nyina say mobile be so movement bi dwumede no eba na wie ye kama ama the course so kama sabre yes aso sori akodwumede for so there be da abofo aso ase through any happy go GH or say brad they be your pedicure manicure we also so now all beauty supplies in no obeya amana ye kaba so as na make up himself feel good say adwinmo pomode any nimdia look no further for natural kwa na mu no ni nkomo so as pastor let me so eyi ho amwa cha say or so a mental health professional you know uhia bibi so pastor let me say chira kwa na any din kita ho me so aka bi so Dr. Alberto Ferry and there wabadwedie so any aba bedi ko say free educational coaching and career development bra free unia munya ntem na munko because what start say be mu a waso be ye she rough into no na ho no na make chira won yes also can say 21st August course so the then New Jersey Abrochimemu Atlantic City. It's all about Ghana. I don't call Ghana Music Awards USA. I don't call Ghana Music Awards USA. Course to 21st August. Now, but I never told tickets, and no, and I'm there to so about no regular no $100. We it's $100. Couple discounted no 1 man tap into 15th June and the NDN and no came. Now we also saw no call maybe Wako gold near $150 and also couple discount to the FM into Bomondia and Bra, they better ticket to the Ruya and the Wako diamond no year $200. Now and also couple discount the film to $400. Now last one no cry platinum $250. May Saswa Kai will be say Bra na cost to the Claridge A Radisson Hotel 123 South Indiana Avenue, Atlantic City, New Jersey. 6 p.m. prepare the record no Asha here. Now 8 p.m. to the Warhol no main event to the session. So don't forget to Fiadano no ye beach night. Na Saturday Jumedino Akoso the day. Now for the Sunday for party into Nanya Warhol I don't know. Mesa so come obiom say nyameboa after 21st August no 2 weeks prepare na African most beautiful so so Ghana man from the age of 18 to 28. Yes, bra. African man, African man from the age of 18 to 28. Yes, bra na mumbe down ma ho afa. Any munim die, any to say modeling skills edi enchre. Now registration no end 30th of June. Not just in 9 days now registration ended. Yada mu nyina ase some waso ase medi dwede abama na kama yesere twede apo ho adom ne nhira ne nim de ne nyansa ema mu nyina onti na nim kyerɛ me no nyina no ma na atwe esankɔ apro metu ye biom na sise hia wa adom se ya bibia kama. Last but not the least topic for next week. I mean, they follow their two jar as if say they read my mind. Pastor Clifford the debut reading my journey power with they be next week. Also, should we accept a local language as an official language in Ghana? If yes, what language should it be? Pastor Clifford was trying to do some political analysis. Political analysis. And me research them from bra. And I'm praying and hoping to have Pastor Lems, Dr. Alberto Ferry, Pastor Clifford, and Professor Kwesi. So soon I feel good so better back kaya ho. Ana Dr. Bakus Mundina na Eja Wusumo. Ni afidi ya taught us I'm hoping to have all of them here next week. Ni ndi jumedi emadenya kaba. I don't say I'm so for HRPK. It's right freshness PK. HITV so that would tell me did you media no ever na we ye. Say enyumi si na se man me kabioma na makrabo nyina. Bye bye.